because I don't like black. I'm not black, but something I can see. It's laying somewhere.
The purple.
That's fine.
I didn't throw my
How much are they?
dice.
26.
In my bag.
Don't worry about it. No, I do.
TPK. TPK. TPK.
So gonna die. I'm so
Roll
okay
new
with
characters.
my 40
Roll
hit
new
points right
characters.
now.
Roll new characters. Yay! We all are goblins now.
You're
I
goblin
was reading your thing and see if you mentioned Tobias.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's my character.
I sent it to
I
your
finally found like
messenger.
So he's going to be one of the characters in Darktown?
Probably. That's what I was thinking.
He'll probably be, yeah, you know that little mouse that cleans the privies? He used to be somebody.
Oh,
This kid.
so messed up. You wouldn't do
That
that.
diseased mouse that gives it up behind the alley for a copper piece a shot. Yeah. He used to be like a famous pirate lord.
Yeah, we definitely have to make this one epic because Rachel and I are both going to be out next week.
Are you? Where are you guys going?
Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
For my grandma's bucket list / birthday / Mother's Day present.
Yep. It is almost Mother's Day.
You're going to go see a big
Oh,
crack?
crap. What am I going to give my mom for Mother's Day?
It's on the 14th,
Crap.
so you have a little bit of time. You could probably still order something.
I don't have a mom.
You can
I
order
gotta figure
her
out what Sebastian's getting you for Mother's Day.
order her a cruise
Mm.
No,
vacation.
that wouldn't help her right now.
I figured it'd be stress relieving or something. Get away from things for a while.
Unfortunately, it would make it more stressful for her.
Probably.
Okay. Everybody's different. I don't know if it would help my mom either because she just, like she says, she likes cruises too dirty.
Your mom likes being dirty.
No, she said thinks the cruises are too dirty. At least I think
Well, that's
so.
my favorite part I love about the cruises. You can wallow around in your own filth and fit right in. Great.
What I love is when you look at
Literally, the word wallow has like omnipresent meaning.
You know,
What are you doing? I'm wallowing in my own stench
that's
so I can fit in with the
I
crowd.
always like it when I look at the characters that are involved in the campaign and I can tell which ones are like, okay, if I take this class and this class, I'm min-maxing this. This I'll do 47.5 hit points per round, per 10 rounds. Yeah, I can tell. And then there's guys like, I just want to be this. You know, like I don't really care. I'll just pick this guy.
I went on a Halloween cruise for one of my friends' wedding, and I was one of only the few single women on this entire cruise.
Oh, so you were the belle of the ball, huh?
No, it was like
both
if
ways.
they weren't part of a couple, they were at least 70 or older.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, you must have gone on
It was-
Norwegian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you are. You know, like if you're
You got to go on
70
Carnival.
or younger, you're young on a Norwegian cruise.
You need to go on Carnival where everything smells like flop sweat
No,
and cocaine
do
and
car-
weed.
I do Royal Caribbean. That's a good mix. That's a good mix of
Yeah,
older
but they're
people
also
and family.
more expensive than
Yeah.
most of them.
Yeah, but
too.
man, I've been on like 6 or 7 cruises with them.
Yeah, it was a 5-day Ensenada cruise.
Yeah, I did an East Coast cruise with them. That was really great. Went all the way up the East Coast to Halifax and then back.
Nice.
It was a really, really great one. I did the Alaskan.
I need to know about that one because my mom, while she doesn't want cruises, she does want to see the Alaskan Northern Lights at some point in her life.
Okay.
I
I
need to
can
know
go
more
up to
about that.
Washington right now and see them.
Yeah, but she's like, she wants to see Alaska. It's like a specific way. It's like,
The fact that the Northern Lights are now showing up in Washington.
it's strange. Maybe we're due for a pole shift, and that's why the climate's been all wonky for the past
Mhm.
couple 10 years or
That's
so.
what they've been saying. But, yeah.
I mean, that happens every now. That's why our compass north and true north are not the same because it's shifted. Also, the northern star changes too, depending on where we line up in the sky.
So we're
thing
off
changes.
next Monday as well then, yeah?
That might be good because I'll be getting back from war. That gives me a day of.
That are still closed out because of the rainfall,
Well, yeah, now that you got the snow melt.
the snow melt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
they're
There
actually
you go.
allowed
There
them
you
to be open during the day, but not overnight.
hmm
That's strange. Why would rain prevent people from going to see it?
Because of the flooding.
Just really dangerous, or what?
hmm The riverbanks are still overflowing.
Really?
Mhm.
That's exciting. I mean, it's probably dangerous with the whole
Very.
super volcano up there. I'm sure there's a problem with that, but gosh darn, isn't that exciting? It's that whole Chinese curse. I hope you live in exciting times.
I think one of my friends who lives up in just a little bit above the Sierras.
It's in Napa.
Oh yeah. Got their area around their house got 52 feet of snow. Yeah.
But think of all the hydration.
That's a little oversaturation.
It's great.
Especially-
Now, there's this
especially-
great word that
Utah's having
natural
problems.
environment
Mhm.
likes. It's called moderation, predictability.
Yeah.
You know, these kind of
Not overabundance.
Yeah, these
There's
kind
more-
of storms
there's
do
more
more damage
said.
than
It's
they
right
actually
there.
do good.
It's actually
You know, because
it's
of
actually
my
the
weight,
land that the SCA bought.
Moderation is not an easy
So they
word.
own this land right here. And it's up by
Um,
Merced.
Utah is having problems right now with the flooding
Because of all
and
the
the
melt.
because of all the melt, and the roads are collapsing.
Really? Well, maybe they're going to fix the
The
roads
sinkholes.
finally. Huh?
Not sinkholes. The roads are
Like
just
the road erosion. So like they'll have
collapsing,
entire like 100-foot sections of road just wash away.
That's what happened up in Ottawa after the fire.
Yeah.
Main road?
Yeah, and then they had that flood. Yep.
43.
And then it was
Wow.
2 years
I need
of
to find
good
that out
old
because
fashioned
my
government
mom and my stepdad
construction.
are coming home
Yeah.
tonight.
And the slow strangulation of
Yeah.
Idlewild at the same time.
Here's the funny
I
bit.
don't know if it was
That's not
the
funny.
main road.
No. Here, like
Probably
there's
not.
a.
It
They've
wouldn't-
been
yeah,
expanding the
They
roads
stick to the
right
freeway, so
by the
probably they should
15
be.
that heads to my house, right?
Because my
They're
mom
bringing
ran out of
from like a 2-lane
medication.
to like a 4 or 5 lane.
They didn't
right?
bring enough medication.
And they've been working on it for like
Albert,
a year or so,
Yeah.
right? This rain made a part of it collapse, which I think is funny because they've been working on it and should be new road and should be fine. And part of it collapsed, so they had to redo it.
Well, it's kind of like, you know, where the 22 and the 55 meet,
Mhm.
like the forever stack, you know, and where the 15 and the 91 meet, just like forever construction. Like there's just
Always.
never not under
are you
construction.
sure?
Yes,
Baffling. So
Where'd you
that
get
cup
from?
that you have,
Mom.
is that what all the
Where did mine
theater
come-
cups
where
were
did mine
supposed to
go?
look like?
What?
I'm telling you, I think this is a production
I
cup.
didn't bring any water bottles in.
Well,
That's the one that you got from the theater, right?
Yes.
Oh.
This
Look
is
at what
one we
we
found
found.
at a,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, never
We
mind.
found that at Goodwill in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
No, because I went over.
And we think this might be a,
Fucker.
yeah, this might be like somebody worked on the film.
Yeah.
Why would they put-
Oh my
Or
God.
they went to a special screening. So,
Because you get a bunch of dumb free shit that you don't want.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put this in.
because it's got the Paramount Pictures stamp underneath
Yeah,
it.
it was
you know?
probably
probably
got
a
it-
screening.
we got it for like, what was it, $3?
No, I think you got it for a buck.
Damn.
That's gotta be
Yeah, for a
worth.
buck.
I think that's gonna be worth a pretty penny. I would
What?
definitely look
Nothing
it
to
up.
be worried about. This
Sits-
something's
Sits on the shelf.
Oh God.
Right here's where it sits on the shelf.
Did you order the one from Japan?
Anybody need any dice boxes? We good?
We got
You guys got your butthole fingers of pointing. You've got your pancreatic pills of poison.
I don't have any of those. Can I get some?
Called Skittles.
Oh.
I knew what you were talking about.
pills. I like
Oh, he knew
those.
exactly. Yeah, was like, yeah, I know what he's talking about. It's all good. Hey, lean too.
I'm ignoring you.
Cheesecake? We also have cheesecake.
Healing
Yeah, I
potions,
know.
so.
No, we do.
Lean
Oh, I have
that way,
cheesecake,
not
huh?
that
We
way.
have them. We just don't have them.
Oh.
I love fucking with you.
Yeah.
Can't help it. I'm OCD.
We have cheesecake and we have cake.
You have yellow cake? You go find a marsh and
All the
Yeah.
dice fell out.
Yeah,
to
but the, like,
destroy the earth.
I thought so. I thought it was like that's not actual. So
Uranium.
the way you said it down, I'm thinking,
237
that is
space.
so
There you
cool.
go. Yeah, that.
Those are so. Look, did you see these? These are so cool.
Oh, her little potions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the liquid in the bottom, so it looks like an actual potion, but it's got the top where you put the.
Dice.
That is.
Did you make those?
neat. I do not
All
work
it
with
is
resin. That's
it's
so
just
cool.
resin and that's it.
Yeah, color resin and
Really?
and you let
Yeah.
it dry. And
I've never worked with resin. It's
Do you
too
want
See, I
expensive
want
to
to.
play
I want to. Well, I want to
You
make
want
a
her
bunch of those to sell
sell
lore.
lore.
Yeah, that'll be fun for the larpers.
We can make them in a bunch of different colors too, because we got
Because we got a shit ton of dice we never used.
and we
They're
have a
easy
ton
to
of
put in there.
jars.
I probably still have a bunch of those D4s from when I was making.
I
One's
kind of
for
didn't
you,
know
too.
my mom was me.
I have a tendency to voluntold.
Yeah, voluntold. Yeah, you've been voluntold.
Yeah, quite a few times. Like for a few things.
Well, you gotta enjoy the smell of resin, right? You forget an entire day's work when you're sniffing it.
Yeah. It's nothing like going, what was I doing today?
What was
See,
it?
I've
What
always
day
wanted
is
to
it?
play with resin too, because I like the way it makes the water works. But at the same time, it's not a cheap thing to buy and play with and not do right.
So welcome back, everybody. We are back off of a 2-week break. We're going to be
Bubbles
playing
out with
tonight.
some pain in
I
the ass.
believe we'll be playing tomorrow night, the World of Issylra Shattered Kingdom. You can see us Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific and 3 p.m. Pacific as we play the Undermountain, the Mad Mage, and we also take a little journey down Shattered Isles with Fool's Errand. Other than that, a little housekeeping. We will be off next Monday. Since 2 of our players will be out of town, we may be playing something else just for fun, for funsies. Don't know yet.
Let me know.
Other than that, we should be back to a normal schedule. But then the studio will be closed for Memorial Day week holiday as we are heading off to fair down in San Diego to torture and mutilate and annihilate and drink
And then fix people.
and then fix people.
I was thinking just lay out a blanket on the grass if there is any, and just vegetate for a bit.
Are you going to work?
Yeah.
Well, that's what Willa's gonna do.
yeah,
2 hit points.
we're gonna be working.
I have 49 hit points. I can maybe get hit once, maybe.
Don't.
Oh, you
try-
really have 49 hit points left?
Yeah. Remember,
I
I
thought I annihilated you. I thought you had like 2.
well, she helped me.
You
a
got
Oh,
more
that's
than I
right.
have when I'm well.
No. She was
What are you
going to give
talking
me a
about?
potion. I told her to hold off
You're not
until I'm
maggot.
dead.
This is
I used
No,
Wither
I
and
know.
Bloom. That's
You're
right.
not maggot.
I know I'm not maggot.
No, I'd used Wither and Bloom against it. I remember. I was.
Yes.
Yes. Mhm.
So, take us back a ways. You guys had decided after dealing with the vengeful squad of the backcut gang to pay Renald's little hovel a visit and discovered halflings rummaging around looking for an item. Turns out an inheritance item that their aunt had left them. You decided to help them out. You brought them back to the Stone Grove, and there you began to unravel the mystery of this item and this object. And you realized it was a blood inheritance object that revealed a illusionary recording left by the aunt, describing a residence out in the very far edge of, and you would think I would have that up, where it is in the areas of the Thunder Peak Mountains in the very southeastern edge and near a glacial lake. Evidently, this was once kind of a haven, a place where people would go to relax, do writing, get away from things. She hospiced there for a short period of time before she came to Vasselheim to conclude her life and to conclude her will, handing all the information and everything off to the gaggle of halflings that make up her family. Family has hired this group to go and track down the inheritance, and they decided to use the wasp to do it. None of them have taken the time to master it. None of them have taken the time to understand it in great detail, but they freely decided to take it for a ride as if it was a cart and buggy.
You
with
really shouldn't look at the
simple-
tree for these kind of these logical conversations.
It's not you, it's because the camera's right there.
Right. It's just circumstance. You just happen to be slightly.
I was just like, it can't be my fault. I'm literally a hunk
Let's
of
use
wood.
one of the most powerful things in the world that we found so far freely and willfully without any worries about consequence.
That's how science works.
Arriving on the edge of the glacial lake that seemed to be a remnants of an old volcano. You can even still see the methane layer of gas across the lake. The team discovered a place that looked run down, maybe not lived in for at least a year, as the nearby foliage of the area had overgrown, taken things over, and the place, there's maybe a dozen or so houses that looked quite abandoned. The team discovered a strange creature, a shamble mimic that had moved into the place, fused itself with the framework of the house, and was run off by the team, unfortunately exposing the inner vault and releasing the uncle's contraption. It would seem that this time that has slipped by, unknowing to our team, has altered, and even perhaps the overall environment that it's in, the mechanical nature of this thing. It seems to be out of control.
Where's
Where we
the-
last left off, the creature that was integrated with the house was fleeing towards the edge of the lake while on fire. There was a great explosion of light and coughing gas. I need everyone to make deck saves, please.
Yeah.
See what's coming.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. You have advantage. Yeah, you're
That's
barbaric.
the only reason why I was
Your
asking.
barbaric nature. You're watching the house drift into the lake.
We're all
The
just-
shambling form taking the flaming embodiment of itself into the lake. Just in time to watch the entire vapor of methane just ignite.
I need to get to
17 plus 2 for 19.
19. What'd you get there, Belladonna?
22.
22.
13.
13. You fuck.
19.
An unclean 20.
A filthy 20.
16.
16.
Filthy,
Everybody
filthy 20.
takes half of 12 points of fire damage from the explosion.
Ow.
Just chipping away, huh? buddy?
None of you have been knocked prone. However, Morrow, being closest to the explosion, will take the full 12 points of fire damage and be knocked prone on the ground. Meanwhile, coming out of the cellar of the exposed underlay of the house, you watch as this mechanical creature that you thought you had dispatched suddenly reorients itself. Its dangling undead gnome creator hanging from a steel girder off of its form starts to randomly kind of pivot and immediately lurches towards the six of you. I need everyone to roll for initiative, please.
Just gonna say, the aunt is pretty morbid if she's gonna let her
12 rolls.
her husband be all like, undead attached to this thing.
Well, you're assuming it's her husband.
Well,
You guys
he
rolled
said his
12?
uncle.
I got a 17.
The family's uncle, just like she's the family's aunt. Could be her brother.
Not a good one. That's
I'm not
7.
doing genealogy today. I'm just going to
You're not doing genealogy today? You're
Just going to kill a monster. I don't care who the hell is related to who.
I'm going to share with you a video on how genealogy works.
So
Oh, I know how
25
genealogy works.
through 20.
I found out the hard way how
5
genealogy
through
works.
20. 19 through 15.
21.
21 is 25 through 20, isn't it?
Oh, no, I was thinking that. I was just like,
How
are
do
you
you
saying
have-
us to say a number out loud, or are we saying.
I'm trying to get your initiatives.
Oh,
19.
19. So Scarlet with a 19.
You rolled
19 through 15. Anybody else?
Right here, 17.
17 for Zephora. Any other 19 through 15?
I rolled really bad, but I normally
14
do.
through 10.
12.
Dex.
4.
Dex 3.
Okay. So that puts Jade at 12.
The tanks are
Bell
collapsed.
at 12. What'd you two
You're
get?
online, right?
I got a 19.
No, she
Oh.
said that already.
Oh,
she's,
yeah.
Oh,
she's,
who-
she's
Yeah.
really bad. It's
Oh, yeah.
not
What'd you
mine.
get? Sorry.
7.
7.
I got a 7 too.
Yeah, right
What's your dex?
here.
Plus 4.
My dex is 2.
Okay. So with that, Morrow,
So you're not completely
So I
last.
rolled really bad.
and then Willa. All right.
Please choose
So-
different dice.
For now, we're going to put Morrow as prone near the edge of the lake over here.
That's where the lake is.
We're going to put you by the house because that's where you last encountered the creature over by the frame of
I'm
the
pretty
house.
sure I fell off of him.
Yeah. I feel like, Bella, you were with somebody. Was it you and Jay?
I was with Jade.
Yeah. So you and Jay
Because we
Over
were
here.
trying to
Were you
get to
trying to
Willa, and
decide
then we
which one you're
fell
gonna
off
use?
the house.
and put Scarlet and Sephora on the edge.
You tried to
as
give me a
the
potion, though.
creature
Weren't you
comes
with me?
out. So
Where the hell are you
the
now?
creature got a
Over
23,
there,
so he's
apparently.
going to go first.
wait.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
she might have been with me because she tried to give me a potion, but I'm like, wait until I'm dead.
Oh, that could be true. So you could be over here.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Where's
I
the
remember
best place for her to die at? That side of the board or that side? Of
So
the
with that
board?
in mind,
Ivory was in the wasp.
yes, that's right. Ivory's in the wasp. You do not have Ivory this time.
I don't.
Oh, we're
Not that
dead.
I want to say. I'm
That
sorry.
That thing
That-
does the
that-
most
that's when
damage
you
of
go like this,
anybody in the
go.
party.
And he
we're
bursts
dead.
through the wasp and comes to us.
No, what happens is he's aging rapidly inside that thing. When we're outside, so when we get there, it's just bones.
And there's like a million kittens because
And
it's
spider
pregnant
webs.
for some reason.
And the spider webs have spider skeletons in them. That's how old it
Her
is.
spiders reproduced as well.
Yeah.
How close are we to the wasp?
Actually, the spiders are now sentient and they're running the
Relatively
ship
close.
because they've evolved through all these generations. Now they're sentient.
We
I mean, you could use a bonus action to call for her.
And they look
Hurry.
like Ralph.
Her.
Ivory's a girl.
And it'd be a full turn for her to arrive.
So it could be kittens inside the
So
Hi.
this thing has to roll on a random d12 to see what it does. All right.
Maybe we'll use
There are pillars near me. That's good because I'm gonna have to hide a lot.
ginger.
There's no running in this time.
Where did I put you guys? Up there you are. You guys hear a spring sound like a metal like plate opening and springing open. Something tumbles in the air and then lands on the ground. This animated armored figure lands, looks around. There's like red eyes in its helmet,
Nope.
and it is
No.
going
No,
to
don't agree. No.
go
No.
towards Zephora first.
Just gonna grab a titty.
15 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. You watch as its metal arm just lashes out at you and you duck underneath. And now it's going to roll for its movement. All right. Puff of smoke belches out of the back of it with the gnome hanging off the rear. It's going to lunge towards
Oh, great. Thanks.
Jade. And its two metal appendages coming down towards you.
No.
That is a 22 and a 7.
22 hits.
Okay. Give me strength save, please.
Great. So fabulous at that. Oh.
What'd you get?
3.
3. Take 9 points of piercing damage,
Nope.
and you are currently
Restrained.
grappled by its
You said
claw.
9?
You're not restrained yet, but you are currently grappled. As you guys watch the claw, the like metal flange, go right through her shoulder and arm, and then pick her up off the ground
Nope.
as she is being held and grappled by it.
I don't
So
agree.
the only thing she can't do is she can't move.
I don't agree.
It'll finish
Did
the
not
creature's
ask-
turn.
did Not ask me.
Scarlet, you are
Did not
up with
consent.
Zephora on deck. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna spy through my little eyeglass to see if I can find any non-magical spots on it.
All right, they'll take an action for you to do that. Okay, so give me investigation.
Oh no, I don't like this one.
Oh no, this is just trying
15.
15.
to figure out what to do.
As
Wow.
the creature kind of like charged over to where Jade was, and you bring up the gem to look at it. You could see inside its form. And you could see all this gear work that's like colorful, like emblazoned with like magical like nature to it. See gears and springs. Deep inside of the creature, you could see a tiny little humanoid figure, like maybe only about 8 inches tall. It's got 4 arms, 2 legs. It's got this wicked grin on its face as it's like pulling levers and turning knobs and like interacting with the interior of the machine.
Jerk.
It feels like there's a panel on the rear side of the contraption that might gain an entrance into it, but you're not entirely sure.
Okay.
So that's what you pick up with your action. You still have your bonus action and your move.
And I still have a heroic action.
You do, but you have to start your turn with a heroic action. So you have to wait till your next turn to use it.
Why
So,
are you doing this to me?
I am going to take my lovely. How close to it am I?
You are 25 feet.
Okay, I'm going to use my lovely brand new, throwing dagger, and I'm going to attempt to throw it at the panel.
Can you do that as a bonus action?
I can do that as a bonus action.
Go for it. Roll to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe do it in the thingy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe change my dice.
You can use that one too, so it's not hitting your
Oh,
other
that's
dice.
Did you roll a 20?
No.
Oh God, I rolled even worse.
Oh, not one.
Oh, heroic failure.
That's a
Failure.
heroic failure. So with that, you watch as the dagger begins to tumble in the direction. You watch as a rear claw comes out of the backside of where you're trying to aim for the panel, and this little appendage comes out, grabs the dagger midair, and destroys it, just crushes it. And it's just twisted metal and pulverized and
It's a
drops
good
to the
thing I didn't
ground.
magically imbibe it yet.
Just completely destroyed it.
Imbue.
Imbibe? Imbibe? Imbibe is one.
We'll imbibe
Well,
after
magically
this.
take it.
Stop your move.
She's totally a sword swallower.
Mom,
Yeah. No. Okay.
look at your
Bludgeoner
character. Your
swallower?
character is like way.
I'm gonna hide.
I'm gonna hide.
I'm gonna hide.
Well, you don't have anything left in you, so say you'll move back here.
Okay.
But you do not have your bonus action left. I'll finish your turn. Zephora, you're up with Jade on deck.
I am going to use my teleport ability plus a sorcerer point to teleport onto the back of the contraption.
Okay, give me acrobatics as you do that.
Acrobatics. Oh, fine. Acrobatics. 16.
16. That's just enough for you to. Ooh, I must have been playing with this because.
Stop playing with it.
Yeah, I know. You'd think I'd learn my lesson at some point, but there we go. So you're going to, where are you?
I'm right in front of the metal beast
that's
that
right.
attacked you. Attacked me.
It does not get an attack of opportunity as you go onto its back, and you like hold on to the metal parts, and you're like, and you're stabilized on its back at this point.
Now I want to try to find the panel that he talked about getting into.
That'd be great if she told you.
No, the one they told us
We were
about.
told that.
Oh yeah, that's
The
right
gnomes-
from previously.
the
Yeah.
That's right.
Not hers.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
yeah.
the one that they said if you take the gem out.
Bonus action. Well, what's your passive investigation?
Well, I don't, it takes me it takes my bonus action
To do what you
to
just
teleport. Yeah.
did. So it'd be an action for you to start looking for the panel.
Okay.
So give me investigation.
Investigation.
Throw mouse down
A
goes
10.
the throwing dagger of throwing.
A 10. I got a 10. Fucking 10.
Hey, 10
There's
is
gonna be dice
average.
flying over this table tonight.
I'm gonna put this in a crusher.
Do you want to try this one instead?
Looking around, the
Yeah, I guess
top
so.
of the contraption does have small panels that look like a couple of them are bent and kind of rattling. You can even hear the gearworks underneath the skin of the creature. You don't see anything big enough to get inside, but you do see the edge of a lower panel at its like rear access point. That could be the one they were talking about. You're not entirely sure.
Well, I'll go check it for whatever next round. Then.
Okay. That'll finish your turn. Jade, you are up with Belladonna on deck.
Did it look like it took damage from the house exploding and like the fire? Hurt it?
Yeah, you definitely get the feeling that it did take some damage from when the house lifted off the foundation and it spilled out of the vault. And it does look like it took some damage from the methane explosion as well. That might explain why it's kind of going a little bit wonky and a little bit crazy at this point, because what she saw, she hasn't shared with anybody yet.
So I'm grappled.
You are currently grappled. So the only thing you can't do is you can't move.
Right.
Then you can take an action to break the grapple if you want to.
Or you can
Yeah.
just sit there and scream real loud.
And it summons the cats.
Can you see the thing coming out the other side of me? It really hurts.
Are you sure my cat's not here? Are you sure?
Reach into my pocket
Okay.
Thundercats home.
and pull out the arcane cuffs that were on Willa,
Okay.
and I want to try and put them on the creature.
Well, the creature doesn't really have like.
He's not arcane.
Well, no, it doesn't have like you look.
It doesn't have hands.
Yeah, like you're looking where to place the cuffs.
Okay.
There's not
Right on
really
the,
like an obvious
the thing
place to
sticking
place
through
them.
your
Is the
shoulder.
problem.
Yeah, like,
There's
I don't know.
another metal thing.
On the
though.
back is there a
That
set of
looks
like brass
humanoid.
nuts? Like, really?
Okay.
Like when you see
There's a
the-
bro inside this
Then
thing.
instead of the cuffs,
There's another metal thing though that has.
I wanted to pull out the alchemy fire, but now, or alchemist fire, but Sephora's on him now.
Bad choices are bad choices.
Gotta do something else. It's called rolling with the punches in the D&D combat.
So there's no place to attach, like the arms.
I mean, not really, because they're kind of these big metal appendages. And as you look at the arcade cuffs, I mean, they're made for
There's a big whip
humanoids.
antenna on the
Like they're basically the arcade cuffs, from what you can remember. They're designed to be put on humanoid wrists and prevent them from using magic. That's
Okay.
what they're kind of designed
Put
for.
them on yourself.
Clever, good idea, but there's just no place to like attach
They're
them.
magic. They go big and small.
No, that's called
You
excitement.
just attach it like an earring.
Now-
and it goes away.
Are they the kind with the fur on the inside? So they're
Oh,
comfortable?
don't! She has
Fuzzy
those.
cow.
I do.
Those are no fun. You gotta feel the metal.
You feel
That's
those.
No, I don't like bruises.
Pressing
No.
and-
No.
Ex-cop.
And then you torque the cuff like that.
Retired cop, guys. Retired cop.
Tired cop. All right, fine. Then I'm not going to do that. Then I'm going to pull out alchemist fire and I'm going to throw it at it
Okay.
on the side
Um,
that Sephora's not.
And I'll say, like, where it's got you kind of pinned with its claw through your shoulder. Since you're trying to avoid Sephora, go ahead and give me a D20 and add your dex modifier to it.
They're real high. Oh, God.
Yep.
Okay.
Dex. Oh yeah, it's 4. 15.
15, yeah.
Oh,
It kind of like
shit.
it slams into the kind of like metal plating
Uh-huh.
on the opposite side of where Sephora is.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
It's,
I think it's 4d4.
well, according to the book, I don't remember what the
It's
fire.
either 2d6 or 4d4 is what I came up with for it.
Okay, 44.
Isn't it 20d20? We need some help here. Are you sure you didn't misthink that?
I'm gonna have to write down the 44. So I remember.
Poor Bella looks lost. I don't remember any of this.
Belle's like, okay, well, I know what I'm gonna do next round. Wait a minute, she did that. Now I can't do that. Okay, now I know what I'm gonna do. Oh,
10.
10 points of
And
fire.
he's on
damage.
fire, right?
Nice.
I hate that when you have this
Does
whole
it
thing
stay on
like in your
fire?
mind what you want to do.
The flame
something
and like,
happens
the
and it
liquid
just
alchemy
ruins your
fire
whole plan.
spreads across it.
And now it looks like you weren't
But
planning
unfortunately,
ahead.
there's
Right, and then
nothing
like, what are you gonna do?
flammable on the creature. So
You should be
do the fire
planning.
damage,
I
but nothing stays on
Plans
fire.
fell through.
What about the hand that was
Snap.
burning?
Buy more of
Well,
that.
had she thrown it at the gnome that was dangling from the little like metal stanchion,
But that's on the other side.
yeah, it's like pivoted off to the other side. So that did not catch on fire.
But I still did 10 points of damage.
So that was your action. What do you want to do with your bonus action?
Bonus action struggle.
Calling
Okay,
Ivory.
bonus action to call Ivory.
Yeah.
You cannot move because you are grappled. So
Yeah.
that'll finish your turn.
Ivory!
Bella, you are up. There's a very large boulder right next to you. I'm kidding.
There's a very large boulder.
There's a very
There's
Yeah.
actually a very hurt tree next to you.
Yeah, that was a very hard tree.
So Bella, you are up with Mara on deck.
Taking or giving potions is that bonus or is it?
It's a bonus action for you to drink your own. It's an action for you to give it to someone else.
What
I
if
think-
it's
I heard you're
just
supposed to only
handing
drink
it
somebody
to them?
Just
else's.
a handing is a bonus action.
Okay.
A handy is always a bonus action. Just saying.
Of course it is.
Wait, tomorrow's games, it's starting late at 7, right?
7
Or 7:30.
Tomorrow?
Uh-huh.
No, we start at 7.
At 7.
Yeah, I tell everyone to be here at 6:30, knowing that we're not going to get everyone together.
No,
till
but
7.
one guy's coming from far away, right?
Oh,
So we
Alex?
don't start till 7.
So I'm going to
Yeah.
hand one of the.
Yeah, I can do 6.
That was the greater potion.
Yeah.
No, that's the superior. How bad are you?
How horrible of a person are you? I mean,
Well,
looking, are you? I mean,
let's
are you
put it
injured?
this way. I-
children.
Max,
here
I have
in
137
town all
hit
across the
points.
realm.
Currently, I have 37 hit points. I am down 100 points exactly.
So for my
Yeah, you
bonus,
took
I'm
a
gonna
lot
hand
of
her. I'm gonna hand her this potion. Yeah,
Oh.
because she's dying.
Somewhere, an angel just wept to death.
I know, 'cause I finally actually did some healing.
Somewhere an angel
Wait,
is
wait,
thrown
to be
out of heaven
clear,
and down into the depths of
You
hell.
took a third-party object that's capable of healing and handed it to someone else.
I know, there's
So
some of
you
my
didn't
dragon
actually-
now.
It's like passive healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you can choose to heal yourself or not.
Yeah,
For my
I played
action.
it
So
in
that
the
was your bonus
campaign,
action. Do that. So you have your action and your
all
bonus.
of
My
the
action, I'm
healing
gonna summon my
was done with
guardian.
a wand.
Do you
Okay.
have tiny dragons
Because
out
our
anymore?
cleric
Did you
I
find
doesn't
them?
heal anyone.
Do have tiny
Well,
dragons.
as
Unless they
And
convert
convert
it
it
to
to
his
his
faith.
face.
Oh
Yes.
no,
Yeah.
that's
That's how it should be. It
wonderfully horrible.
is wonderful.
You don't
Because
know-
you'll get some converts with one hit point.
Yeah, not even.
Knowing that I needed my tiny
The whole
dragons.
religion is about free for
That was the
everybody.
the
Hey,
word.
babe, did I put my tiny
I was
dragons
gonna-
up over
I was
there?
going to play a
Oh,
word
did we
cleric.
use the tiny
That
dragons
if you,
again?
if
Yeah.
you acted
I
cowardly or
set
didn't
it aside
attack,
knowing that I was going to need it.
then he wouldn't heal you.
Little green.
No, the little fey
No,
dragons
Worth
that I
it.
had out.
I mean, that's playing in character, man.
I have to go buy more dragons.
I mean, so I didn't want to do it where you have to
I'm
convert to my
actually a
religion.
little
That's a little harsh,
disappointed
but
myself because I pulled them out
Religion
and
is-
set
You
them
have to- you
aside,
have to show
knowing that I
bravery.
needed to use
This
them.
one looks like it's on a book. But it's
Oh,
green.
well.
okay.
It's
The next thing you need to do is
Yeah, I can use that one. That's fine.
I'll look for it.
Yeah,
you have
your
to
fey
put them
dragon went
all in
missing,
numbered
yeah.
bins, and then you can go pick out the numbers you need, and it'll tell you what number
Right.
bin it's in. Then you
I
go to the
set
bin.
them.
And then you
I
go to
forgot
that
to
bin, you find
figure-
out it wasn't put in the right place.
Yeah.
It's got to be up there because all the baby dragons are up there. It's got to be up there.
All the baby dragons are up there.
And I'm pretty sure I grouped them together so I wouldn't lose them. And you know what I did?
Lost them.
I lost it.
Well,
What
maybe
about
it
the
was
dragons over there?
Maybe it was just too tiny.
It is really tiny.
I know which one you're talking about because I've seen it before.
Yeah, but I mean, unless someone took it, I don't understand why it's not on my shelf because.
Is it on the? Is it on the
On the boat?
ship?
Speaking of shelves, that potion
I
on
think
the
it was
edge
on
there
the
is about to fall off. On that shelf
The
with
One
all the
behind
baby
you,
creatures.
right there. It's from there.
Yeah.
Is that one of our potions or was that?
No, I think it's just display.
Don't know what happened to it. That's so weird.
Was it your potion?
I know I set it aside because I knew it was part of this group.
Why used
and
one?
I've got that thing's gone again. So weird. I bet you it's up there because she's blind as a bat, so I'm sure it's up there.
purple. I would be drawn to it.
Sure you would. Wow, that's crazy how that
What about by
happens.
that boat? I see some little tiny things by the boat.
That's so crazy. OCD is the worst ailment. I hope none of you ever get it.
I have
God.
mild.
I will not
obsessive-
be able to go home tonight until I find it.
On top of that shelf.
That's
I
how
don't-
bad it is.
Yeah, I don't have a disorder, but I do have a high level of obsession compulsion. I can't ignore it, but I understand where that
No,
drive is.
I literally find it now.
What about
can't
what's that
focus.
tiny thing by the
Why'd you choose this one? There you go.
fortress there?
That's what the
Wooden
green one
fortress.
is.
There's a little tiny
Oh.
thing,
The what?
right? Like that wooden thing you have there, or
So look down.
there's some
I can't
tiny
see
things
that
there.
This one is too tall.
Yeah, I know. None of those are
Yeah,
it.
no,
Okay.
That's what's so weird. What's interesting is there are 2 empty spaces right here. I'm pretty sure that's where I put it
The cleaning lady's stealing your.
because I pulled it
One at a
out of
time.
the pile when I pulled the pixie out of the pile. What in the oh Jesus Christ! You know where it was?
Where was
In
it?
front of my fucking face. Where it was.
Yay!
That's how tiny that fucking thing is. Look at that.
Yeah.
You
That
need to have a
little
tiny
fucker.
shelf.
That
Make a
I
tiny
have
shelf.
a tiny shelf, but it's occupied with my penis.
I didn't say it.
I bought
All right,
that one off.
We're a
So-
supportive group here.
I bought that one
Summon
off.
Guardian as action, and then I'm gonna. Should I?
Actually, Summon the Guardian is a bonus action,
Mhm.
isn't
No,
it?
I thought it took an
It's your
action.
spiritual weapon.
Spiritual
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah, it's
Which
a
is
bonus
bonus
action.
action.
As soon as you summon it, you're able to use it.
It
For
is
whatever
your bonus
purpose.
action
Yeah.
for all of your turns.
If I used it as an action, could we do something with it then?
No, you can't technically summon it as an action.
Okay.
So we'll say giving her the potion's your action, bonus action, summon it. You can still summon it up to 60 feet away, and it can still take a strike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you're using your
Go for
action
that,
to
but-
give me the potion, you could just feed it to me then.
Open up,
Yep, pretty much.
pours it in your mouth.
Yep.
Pours it in your trunk hole.
Okay, I see 2 4s, a
I
3
like that trunk
4s,
hole.
3
hole.
1s, 2 and a 3.
Shut your
Trunk
trunk
So,
hole.
You watch a little woodpecker come out.
12, 15.
And every time you hear it, she's like,
20.
count to 10. 1, 7, 8, 2.
She
5.
gave me 20 hit points, guys.
Nice. Better than taking.
You had 50. What are you crying about?
And you know, she is dabbling in the undead, so you might want to be careful next time you
Drop
ask.
one.
An undead tree is a petrified tree.
An undead tree is a comfortable chair.
Hey, I'm going to learn to speak with dead so I can talk to the furniture.
Already decided you could not.
So
speak
where are
with the
you
furniture.
putting
Yeah, I
your
know.
guardian?
I sent my guardian over. Did I? I don't suppose I saw the hand grab the dagger, so it's the whole little one thing, did I?
Yeah, you would have seen it happen. I mean, they came out, grabbed it, destroyed it, and dropped it on the ground.
See if I could send it that way then, and kind of like if it.
Okay.
Send it what way?
So where the hand went,
Okay, I'll say it would be right there.
and then. Shoot, I didn't think of what element are we in right now? Is the lake poisonous or is it?
Well, the lake is currently
It
on
was
fire.
That's what-
sulfuric.
It was
sulfuric.
sulfuric with methane gas.
What caused me
coming out.
the poisoned condition?
Um,
And it's currently like the lake shore and halfway out towards the middle of the lake is currently on fire.
That's because you go around trying to make friends with every freaking plant you see. Oh, look at that evil plant with fangs. How are you? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Plant,
Ah!
not talking to me.
Well, you know,
Why did you attack me?
if you think about it, I'm an evil plant with fangs. So,
That's
you know.
fair.
No.
It's kind of like a frog in a slowly boiling pot of water.
Hey, they actually are lobotomized when they do that.
Or in a blender.
Well,
Yeah,
that explains it all.
No. Literally, they they cut off their cognitive thinking before they did that experiment.
No.
Of course.
Oh
they're
no,
not
I
gonna-
can show you how it
Yeah.
works. Trust me, I've done it before.
Yeah,
Boiled frog legs is like
Oh,
throw them on a
frog
grill.
legs
They're
are
so good,
Oh god.
especially when they scream. I love.
I fed him to
eating
my
food
kids and they
that
asked me
Alright,
what it was, and I
lobster
told them it
man.
was
Like
swamp
lobsters.
chicken.
Yeah.
Hey, don't eat me. Well, the louder you scream, the more I want to eat you. That's why she screams.
They-
Never mind.
they do scream though. They
She's not denying it.
Oh, they don't feel pain. They're screaming.
Who did that?
Rachel.
Oh, God, that's creepy as fuck.
Because I
D6
like to
inspiration.
You got inspiration.
Yay.
So as your action, your bonus action, is it going to strike the contraption?
Good. I want to. Can I use it to focus? No, I have to wait till the next turn. If I think to actually focus it to turn it into an element.
Correct. Yes. Otherwise, you can just take a normal attack at it right now.
Yeah, let's give him a shot. Try to
Okay,
attack it.
go for it.
Yeah. 16.
16. That'll hit. In fact, that'll just barely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
For a regular attack, it was 2 1d8s. 8. There's one. There's 2. 8, 12.
12 points of force damage.
Tried to like knock it, just hits a leg.
Yeah. Slams into it. The contraption kind of.
I suppose that would knock her off of it, would it?
No, that's not enough
Oh,
force to
shit.
do that.
Dang it.
Right.
So, do you want to move at all?
I'm gonna go towards the boulder.
Of
Up
course
on the
you are.
hill?
Yep.
25 feet. Put you like right up on top of the
You
hill.
say, "Oh,
All right.
Be nice to me and kill that man.
Oh my God! What a great idea! Do it.
Please don't flatten me.
Don't flash. Roll for initiative.
All right, that'll finish Bella's turn. Morrow, you are up with Willa on deck.
Hey, I'm
Okay, I need to stand up. I'd say, what kind of an action again?
That's half your movement.
Okay, so I got like 3 squares in? If I
Yep. 15 feet left.
got 2, 3.
Throw an axe you don't care about.
Does it
I'm
come with
going
the,
to
the typewriter?
draw
No.
my axe and hammer
Want that one
and
too?
No.
Because it's actually
yell profanities at that.
Yeah,
silver
send it to me.
thing.
I'll read it. Is it, so it's Bluetooth?
Can we get me you little spark plug?
Yeah, that'd be so much better because
That was very
typing on
intimidating.
the
Are you gonna hold your action for swinging if he gets close to you? Or no?
I might wait because I might.
I mean, you can always use your
Get a new
action to
iPad.
dash and to get in base with it if you want.
Well, I can
But
get
send it
all
to
the
me.
way through.
But you
Yeah,
wouldn't
use
be
your
able to
action
swing.
with dash.
Wait,
yeah.
does he have
I
2
wouldn't be
attacks?
able to attack. It'd
Nope.
just be like,
You can hold.
But then you could bonus action rage if you
yeah,
want.
so I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll get all the way to him then and
Bonus action.
so
Okay. And now base with the smaller contraption. That'll finish Morrow's turn. Willa, you are up, and then we'll be at the top of the second round.
Question: I'm a pretty big creature. Is there any of those pillars that I could hide behind in my big creature form? Because I'm about to change into it.
And you can probably hide behind the ruins and the foundation over here.
Cool, because I'm going to be doing a lot of arrow fire.
So you change it into your
Yeah. It's my bonus action.
bonus action. Change into your treant form.
I'm gonna go behind those ruins.
Okay. Move over and behind here.
Right. Now I'm gonna see if I can find the fleshy thing inside the machine, and I want to.
You don't know anything about it.
Well, I didn't see it.
No,
No.
she's the only one that knows
But
about
we
it.
know about the panel.
But you know there's a panel that was expressed by the halflings that there's a on-off switch somewhere on the backside of the contraption. There's a panel access to get to an on and off switch.
Can I see anything from my angle?
Your bonus action, it'll be your action to figure it out. To attempt to see it.
Can I use my action surge to do that?
Sure, an action's an action. Yeah, if you want to use your action surge for that.
Okay. Because then
Typically,
also,
you do your action first, and then you do your action surge.
well, can I use my action surge to do my 2 attacks too?
Either or.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
want to
So
see if I
you're-
can find it, and then I want to do my
Action
2
Gotcha.
surge
So as
gives
your
you
action,
2 actions.
roll perception.
Let's hopefully. Ooh, that's not bad.
I have an
That's not bad.
inaction surge.
It's a 21.
21. On the silver abdomen of the
Get your
rear of the
bread, get your-
contraption, see the outline
Get
of
your
what looks
bread
like a
or
panel.
dessert.
Cool. I'm gonna try and hit that.
Okay, go for it.
I got 2 attacks, but it's in my tree form. I get advantage because strength-based attacks in my arrows are strength-based.
I'm messing with you.
That's
If you don't
19
want
plus
it.
4.
23.
5. Sorry, because I'm in tree form.
Yep, 24. So 24 will hit the panel, crashes into it.
Uh-huh.
Roll for damage.
Okay. That's a 7. 7 damage.
Points of bludgeoning damage. Do you have any more attacks?
Yeah, I got 1 more attack.
Go for it. You're still aiming for the panel?
I
Yep.
think we should have a vacuum tube
Can I try to knock it off?
that you put your dice
that
in,
is
and it sucks
a-
it up and it
Yeah,
falls
that's
down
right,
in the
in
middle
the
of the like a
18?
thing and
Like
rolls.
those
it.
old mailing
Yeah.
tubes? That'll miss the panel.
18 misses?
18 misses the panel.
Okay. But it's kind of got an arrow sticking out from the last one, right?
Well, the arrow slammed into it and
Uh-huh.
dented it.
Okay.
And then it fell to the ground.
Okay.
Once again, you get the feeling that it did take the full amount of the damage from the arrow. It
Okay.
might be resistant to piercing.
All right. And just trying to like point out to the other people, like this is where it is with
Okay.
my
You kind of yell out that
yeah.
you kind of point where you can see the panel.
Yeah.
All right, that'll finish Willa's turn. Takes us to the top of the second round. The creature is up. It has to roll on its random table. No new contraption. Does it move? No, it does not. But it charged its flamethrower, so it is going to pivot
Pivot.
in place,
Pivot.
dragging Jade with it. She's still grappled by it.
Yeah.
And as it turns, a gout of flame kind of stretched out. Give me a dex save, please.
Probably don't need the other roll, but we will try it anyway. It's gonna be a 23.
Okay, that saves. So you take half of 12 points of fire damage.
So
flamethrower
it's got
strikes
a piece of
you.
a Moscow Mule right there.
You also notice that the creature that you're in base with takes no fire damage, so you get the feeling he's immune to fire. He's going to take a swipe at you as well. That is going to be a 18 to hit.
Hits.
If it's 18, does it hit? Because
Yeah.
It's armor. It's always your armor class or higher.
do you have shield on?
So
No, I have weapons in my hand.
8 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 4 because you are raging. You're a raging Shiloh. Did not roll, so cannot move. Elfish, its
Sweet.
turn. Scarlet, you are up with Sephora on deck.
I'm gonna yell out to the group. There's a creature inside of it that's controlling it.
And that's a free action. So all of you can hear Scarlet yell out that she saw something inside that might be controlling the creature.
Kill it alive.
Okay. And how far away from that am I? No.
You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet still.
Okay. I am going to use my crossbow, and I'm going to. Is the panel within my sight?
What's your passive perception?
12. Oh wait, no, wait, sorry. Perception. Oh, yeah, 12.
12. Hard to tell from that angle. Currently, you cannot see it from there from your current line of sight.
I'm
But
going to
did you see
use
where my arrow is shot?
No, because it's not her. Its ass isn't facing her.
There you go. Take that.
I mean, you know, common
Put
physics.
that in your pipe and smoke it.
You know, you might be fighting in front, but then you see arrows like.
I'm
Oh,
going
yeah.
to use my sneak attack.
Yeah, because you're.
Yeah, so
well,
those
bonus
are
action
base.
hide.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll stealth for me. So I have a base number for you.
11.
11. Okay.
Well, plus your dex.
Oh, forgot my.
You have what's
Stealth.
your stealth?
Oh, And I get a double action. I forgot about that. Okay.
Advantage.
Advantage. Okay, so that was better. 22.
22 is a lot better than 11. Yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead and are you using your crossbow?
Yes.
Take your attack roll with advantage because you are using sneak attack.
And I get a 2d6 damage.
Yeah, if you hit.
You got to hit first.
Yeah.
Ooh, 18.
Ooh.
18 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Is it hand crossbow or regular or light crossbow?
You got a.
just a regular crossbow.
Oh,
It does
I
a
thought you got.
dec-
I thought you got a
Dude.
magical one when you went to the store.
No, I got the
It's
my
a
dagger.
It's a D6.
Dagger that just got
If
destroyed.
it's a crossbow, then if it's a hand crossbow, it's a D4. If it's a crossbow, it's a D6.
It's a really
Which ones are the
expensive
D6?
dagger.
The square.
That just got crushed
So,
by the
and that's with
contraption.
advantage?
No, well, you do 2d6.
Yeah.
Plus you do a d6. Here,
Was it
use
a
this
dagger
one.
of returning?
That's a d6 for the damage. So this is your sneak attack.
And that's for the damage.
Yeah, that's for damage.
Was it a dagger of returning?
No, it's just a
7?
very well made
Dagger.
dagger.
No, you can
designed
add them
to
all together. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
roll that.
become magical. So she
Okay.
found a nice dagger, but she never got the enchantment done.
Is that 11?
11 points.
Plus-
Wait, 11
oh,
plus,
plus.
what's your dex?
Your dexterity? Okay. 6.
No.
Oh,
Second one
no,
down.
my-
Dex
4.
4. So add 4 to it.
So 15 points,
15 points
of
of
piercing damage. Watch and with the crossbow bolt, it actually manages to pierce the kind of like skin of the metal, and it sticks in, like it does just enough damage to stick in, but then it kind of like falls out. Once again, not as much damage as you'd hoped. You get the feeling this thing's just resistant to piercing because of how it's made. Still have your move. That's what you got left.
Okay.
Or how many are you 2 attacks yet?
No, just the one. So I'm gonna go back to hiding.
Okay, so you stay undercover.
Yeah.
That'll finish your turn. Sephora, you are up with Jade on deck.
Make a note to think about adding to attacks as the next milestone.
Okay. Let me just double check what that's going to be. No, I can't do that. Okay, so I'm going to try to open that. I'm going to go to that
Panel.
Panel that I
that's
saw
on the backside
and
of the
try to
creature.
open it.
Okay. Give me acrobatics because you're going to have to crawl across it.
Acro. So 13.
13. Now give me a strength save as you're almost pitched off its back as you try to cling onto it as you're trying to get closer to the panel.
13.
Okay. You're still on it, but now you're kind of a little bit out of control. You're holding onto its spine. You're trying to reach it around. You try to reach down to the panel with the other hand. You can't quite reach it. It's just slightly out of range.
How big is the panel?
Panel's maybe about 2 by 2, 2 foot by 2 foot. You can see the dent in it from where she struck it with one of her arrows.
Do I see any flames or anything coming off of it?
There are 2
Like vents or something?
There's
or-
2 exhaust ports on the rear
Okay.
that are belching like a blue and gray gas, like belching out of the
I'm
rear of it.
going to then.
potato.
This is what I'll do. I'm going to use control flame,
Okay.
and I'm going to instantaneously expand the flame 5 feet in one direction. Okay. And
And a
I'm
flame
gonna,
you can see.
yeah.
I mean, you don't see a fire; you just see smoke coming
When
out.
there's
of these
smoke, there's
pores.
fire.
Yeah,
I'm
but,
just kidding. All
but
right.
you have to be able to see it. I think,
Okay.
right?
You choose a non-magical flame that you can see. Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's the only problem that you have right now. You
Um,
know something like you can standing on it. You can feel the hum and the churn of the devices inside.
But the flamethrower.
Okay. This is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, but he can't see a flame.
Is
Okay.
there
Yeah,
any
see
flame
it
left
active
over from
flame.
her potion?
I'm going to cast. I'm going to use my action.
Can't catch on fire, so it didn't stay on fire.
Like any of the surrounding area, you could probably control that flame, maybe.
No, I don't want to control that flame. Don't worry. I'll do my own character. All right.
We're just
So-
trying to help.
Yeah.
We're logicking this out.
All right. So. No! Hey, get out of my head. Okay,
You
so
go meta my big
fuck
toe.
that. So I'm gonna use my action cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna get the Mage Hand over
So
to the thing.
originally your action was try to reach the pan.
Okay, so then I'll just wait till next round.
So you still have a bonus action left. You moved. We're treating it as difficult terrain. Your action was trying to reach the panel and open it. You couldn't reach it because the machine's moving too much and it caused you to slip. So you do still have your bonus action if you want to try and use it for something.
No, I'm
Good?
good. I'm gonna stay
Okay.
where I'm at. I'm gonna basically just get a better hold on what I'm. I was tending to like, oh shit, I'm gonna fall. I want to just
Gotcha.
use.
Okay.
If I use my bonus action for anything, it's just to make
Well,
sure
I like
that
idea.
I hold on better.
Give me just a good old fashioned strength check. Or your dex based, right?
Dex based.
Yeah, give me a dex check.
Okay. Oh, that's a good. 27.
27. Okay. Good to
Finally.
know. Jade, you are up with Bella on deck. Jade, you can hear Ivory coming.
I'm gonna try and get out of my grapple.
Okay. Give me athletics or acrobatics as you challenge it.
Acrobatics.
Okay.
14.
14. It's a natural 20 for its athletics
It
check.
crushes you.
Wow.
Not only are you
Wow.
still pierced and held in place, it's now arcing you upwards like it's about to slam you down onto the ground.
What a
Ouch.
jerk. Okay. That's my action.
What? Yeah, that was your action to try to pull up. So you still have your bonus action.
Jeez.
Bonus action.
What?
You
No
know,
favoritism here.
you know this is wrong. You know that's wrong.
Besides, she's eating chocolate right now, so
That's
there's
right.
not much she can law it over me.
Yeah,
Just that angry look, which
Yeah.
I'm used to.
the factory's closed. Workers are on strike.
Oh, the images.
The couch. The couch calls to you.
Couch is
No.
It's
no.
okay.
No,
Outside
I
on
like
the
our
porch.
bed. It's comfy.
He gets to sleep on the step outside.
I like our bed. It's comfy.
Yeah, it's pretty comfy.
I don't think I have any specific bonus action things. Bonus action, I'm going to summon an arrow and stab it with it.
Okay, offhand strike. Go for it. Roll to hit.
Maybe you can break the arm while you're on it.
16 plus 4, 30, 20.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll for damage. Use it as an improvised weapon.
This is my bonus arrow. My arrow.
What's my bonus arrow of hitting?
Bonus arrow of hitting.
It's 20 times 20.
Freaking rolled a 1. 5.
5 points of piercing
There's a
damage.
scratch.
Although you feel like it
No,
jams down
fire.
into it,
Fire.
it doesn't quite do as
Fire.
much.
My arrows are magic.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, I
Can
mean,
make it fire.
still.
Force fire or psychic?
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't do psychic.
force damage feels like it would be more effective on
Force?
this. Yeah.
And force.
Okay.
Sure.
So as you hit it with one of the arrows that does force damage, you realize it does the full amount of damage.
Okay.
You get the feeling this thing is resistant to piercing and possibly slashing, and it seems to be resistant to fire as well.
I only have a sword.
I've only got my sword.
I only got my sword.
Should have brought a mace.
So that'll finish your turn. Bella,
I'm
you are up with Morrow on deck.
Yeah, Claire.
I would
What about me?
try something. Can I use
that
my
happen?
You're
action
last.
to try to
Went
use
before him
my
last time.
So used to be
You're last because his dex is higher. Morrow went before you last
Okay,
time.
Will is gonna attack.
That's what I was asking.
She's gonna
Yeah,
berserk
he
attack.
raged. And then you
Raged.
transformed and went hiding.
I don't know. Anyways, continue. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
You're really on one tonight, aren't you?
What's what happens when
Oh,
you miss 2
what
sessions?
does she do on her turn?
Pencil goes flying.
I know. Ah! Let me take my glasses off so they work. You I have a
Be
feeling
quiet.
that Ivar's resistant to piercing damage.
But not psychic. We do. Most people, most
Psychic
boomers,
does double
Double
most boomers
damage.
aren't resistant to psychic. All
All
right, Bella, you're up. What you doing?
Since we practice a lot with the Guardian, like
Mhm.
transforming into different elements, so on and
Yeah.
so forth, and also trying to pick things up, can I try to grab her off the hook. Like if I concentrate really hard, if I actually concentrate to get the guardian to try to pull
Yeah,
her.
I'm okay with that because it can shift over. Its form is going to expand slightly and then like wrap around Jade's legs and start to tug her off of the
Wait.
creature.
My first thought was maybe like it grabs like
Roll
a
for
piece of scrap metal or something on bottom. Maybe it transforms and it like
I have an
it's a
idea.
heavy like something more
That could be
elemental
more of a
changing?
practiced idea.
Okay.
Right now, you're having to take on a telekinetic element.
Yeah.
So it can like use its telekinetic ability to kind of pull her off of its and then we'll say she'll use her reaction. So give me a strength check
Can I take a strength potion?
as a bonus action.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Well, so it's telekinetic, so it's bound to you. But for you, you're using your spell modifier as your bonus.
Yeah,
So
so
give
that
me a d20 and add your spell modifier bonus to it. We'll see if you succeed in pulling her off the claw.
do it. Yes.
Natural 1.
No.
Ah! The
Yes.
arm comes out of her shoulder socket.
God.
Jade collapses to the ground, missing an arm.
I just realized my spell modifier is
Should be near your wisdom or con, near your spell list.
Well, for the guardian, we wrote like all the breath weapon was 2d8 ones, 40 feet, 1d8, 30 feet.
But your spell modifier is just your spell modifier. It wouldn't be attached to your spell specifically.
What would they be? Oh wait, no, my spells would be.
Yeah, it's usually in the summary panel wherever your spells are. I don't really ever like to look at the printouts that often, so I don't know where it would be.
Plus
Generally, it's
spell
8.
save is 13, but the spell attack is plus 5.
So it's a +5.
So
Plus
plus
five.
5,
Roll a
so
d20 and add a 5 to it.
17 plus 5.
22. Nice. This might
He's such a
actually
good
work.
adder. An adder upper.
I'm just so really good at it. Yeah, that's a 5 plus 16 is a 21. You managed to pull her off. She is no longer grappled. She's back on the
At
ground.
least the top half of her.
That's your action.
For my bonus action, I'm just gonna.
No, it still operates as your bonus action. You still have your action
I still have my action.
because you use the
Little
use the little creature to do the work. So you still have your action.
Okay.
You're not grappled anymore.
Yay!
You have Bella to thank.
Am I now eaten?
No.
No, you've been rescued.
But
Bella
you have
saved
one
you.
less arm.
Oh, okay.
It's like a little tabaxi arm flopping on the ground.
Oh, I'm just waiting
Like
for someone to
a
go
lizard
like,
tail?
"You've been disarmed."
You've been disarmed.
Sebastian, hi puppies. Hi, buddy.
No babysitter tonight, so he gets to play D&D with us.
Okay.
And he's gonna be all shy.
You can roll your 6-sided dice. I got you. Don't eat it. Just roll it.
Please, he eats everything. He puts. Oh, wow, Mom, that's cool.
It's like, nah.
How come I don't get a D20?
that close, anyways. Let's
Roll it.
try to go for a breath weapon attack since we're already that close, anyways.
It already went.
Oh, there. So
It's your
It's
action.
your action.
Bella's
Bye, bye.
action. He can only ever do any of his activities as a bonus action. So his telekinetic effect happened during its bonus
bonus
action.
action. Okay, so I'm already this far anyway. So we're gonna do the
What are you
basic.
doing?
Uh,
What are you doing?
it needs
silly?
to make a dex save. I'm gonna do some Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame?
Yeah.
All right.
Sacred flame, the
That
darkness.
is a 10. That'll fail. Go ahead and roll for damage.
If I remember, Sacred Flame is it 1d or 2d8?
It's typically 1d8, but
1d8?
did you take any of your milestones to up the
Yes, that's what.
So I think it's 2d8 now. for you.
2d8, yeah.
Yep.
That's what I thought. I was like, I was pretty sure it's 2d8, but wow, that's a lot. Okay, so 6 plus 5.
11
What happens
points
when
of
you're
radiant
tired and
damage.
you do what you want.
That'll be your action. You already did your bonus action. You can still move if you want to.
Sometimes it's hard to move on.
Yeah. Should come with us to Highlands.
Let's move a little bit. Still more.
Not Highlands.
Let's see if I can move it.
Highlands War.
I was looking at the feasibility of that, and we can't.
Boulder. No, I think that's pretty good. Just like more behind the boulder. Is it a round boulder or is it actually
Do we
square?
go to Highlands War?
It is
Then we go
definitely
to
a
West
large
Interior.
chunk of granite rock set into the ground.
Okay.
To
It's the shape that you see.
And then Highland War, I don't know if I'm going to go to that. It's so
I have an
Now
idea.
finish your turn.
Yes.
Okay.
And then there November doesn't
Tomorrow you are up with Willa on deck.
Yay.
and then it would only
Go ahead and
Yeah.
that,
move.
you know,
Right.
we'd be home.
It'll trigger attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Okay.
Take it.
In the base, it'll take a swipe
miss you
at
guys,
you.
I miss you too.
That is a 12 plus 5 is a 17. That's going to miss, I believe, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you're going after the big guy.
Yeah.
And
So,
do you have 2 attacks yet?
yes,
That's right, you do.
I have 2 attacks plus an offhand.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You get 2 regular attacks plus your offhand strike.
This
All right,
is
go for it.
The axe swing is 18.
That'll hit.
Nice. 6 points of slashing damage.
What
Does that
about your
include your
damage for your
modifiers?
strength
Yeah.
modifier?
Well, that's my strength. I rolled a 1
Oh, you rolled a 1.
Oh.
So it's what's your strength modifier?
plus 5.
But you also get +2 for raging. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
6, 7, 8. So you get
Okay,
8.
so
8.
I missed that.
No, he rolled a 5. 6, 8. You're right. So that'd be 8 points of slashing damage. Go ahead and roll for your second attack.
Okay. And this is the hammer.
Smash it
And
with a
that
hammer.
hammer is 15.
Plus 2, so it would be 17.
17 to hit, or
Or damage.
Where's the plus 2 at?
no? You
No,
got to
your
roll a
rage.
hit
For rage.
first.
It's a rage.
It's your damage plus your strength.
Oh, wait. He's still rolling to hit the second hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
no,
sorry.
it's the second hit.
So you
Oh,
rolled a 15
Yeah. No, I rolled a 10. So
A
it's
10
15.
plus your
Strength.
strength, and because you're raging, I think it's +2.
Do I get the 2 for the attack too? I thought
Yes,
it was
it's-
only for the,
Yeah, we do. In this environment, we do +2 for the attack and +2 for the raging
Okay.
for damage.
So that's 17.
17 will hit. So go ahead and roll for
It's too
damage.
small.
That's
Time mixing.
10, 12.
Nice.
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. It's actually going to be. What was your die roll? A 10?
A 5.
A 5? That's going to be 10 points of bludgeoning.
Ooh.
And then what's your modifier?
Plus 5 strength, plus 2. For
So
the
7. So that's an additional 7. So that's 17 points of bludgeoning. Because you just realize it's
It seemed
vulnerable
that-
to
It seems
bludgeoning.
really smushy.
Well, not that it seems smushy, but the metal is
Uh-huh.
very vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
All right. So offhand, I'll try and hit it again with the hammer since I
Okay.
felt like that one connected
Okay.
better.
No damage modifiers, but you still get your attack modifier.
A 1.
Ooh, heroic fail yet again. This is great. As you bring your offhand hammer in that direction, you watch as a claw comes jutting out of one of the panels, grabs onto your wrist, shakes your wrist, and you watch as the hammer goes tumbling 30 feet behind you.
Okay.
That'll finish your turn. Willa, you are up, and then we'll be at the top of the 3rd round.
Almost.
You got close.
So
So close.
have an
but
idea.
not So far.
You let her simmer for long enough.
Well, yeah, we're going last. There's always a danger.
I'm wondering if I can use one of my heroic actions.
It's at the beginning of your turn, so absolutely. What heroic action are you thinking?
I want to make sure that my grasping arrow succeeds, but I wanted to do something special, not just restrain the creature from moving, kind of
That's
lock
right.
up its gears,
It'd be
but I
like,
want to kind of create a net around it so this one can climb on it easy and have something to hold on to, and see if I can get the vines to kind of pop into it and
Okay.
kind of pop some of this
Hope so.
panels open.
So your ultimate goal is
Yeah,
to keep it in
Pops
one
out.
place
Pops
and
in.
provide enough of an effect for people to climb up and down and on top of it.
And pop open the panel if I can.
Okay. So you guys watch, and you're going to use this with arrows. You guys watch as Willa takes aim at the creature. 2 arrows. The first arrow strikes it and completely enwraps it in a net, keeping it firmly in place. But the net's made of like ivy and kind of like, the different growth that she normally manipulates into like a net. She then shoots her second arrow, slams into like the appendages of the creature, and then a second net kind of envelops it from underneath, and then the ivy kind of grows down, giving you guys kind of like the ability to climb up on it if you choose to. Currently, it is considered restrained. It cannot move and it will have disadvantages on its attacks. And it's like it's struggling against the effect that she just caused.
And did that panel pop open?
No, panel did not pop open.
Darn it.
But it is now considered restrained.
Do I roll damage for that?
No,
I'm
there's
gonna
no
do
damage
its
on a heroic
spell.
action that you
Right.
describe specifically what you wanted to have happen to it.
Because the grasping arrow does damage. I just want to make sure.
No, fair enough. So that'll finish your turn. It'll take us to the top of the third round. The creature is up. It is currently restrained, but it is going to roll on its erratic chart. That is a 12. Another one of these come flying out.
Stop rolling 12s.
Lands there. Well, no, this is different. Everything triggers on a 12.
Oh.
4 of its chain strikes are going to come slamming out of smaller panels at random. And it's going to
You
be
think I'm not random?
again.
You're specific.
D6 inspiration for that one.
You're not random. You're specific.
So with that, Morrow, Jade,
Ow.
Belladonna, and Willa are too far. Scarlet has full
Oh, Ivory
cover.
would be closer.
Ivory will be with you at the start of your next turn.
Well, because there was my last turn. Then I had to leave.
Now I'm distracted.
Sorry.
All right, there's
Panels
2
coming.
coming.
Distraction.
I know, right?
12th level.
There's 2 coming at you, disadvantage. That is 2 natural ones.
Oh,
Does it
good.
get heroic
Yeah.
failures?
That immediately ends
grabs
its
my
turn,
hammer
and
and puts
it
it back
can
in
do
my hand.
nothing else till the beginning of its next turn.
Heroic failure. Heroic failure. Describe it.
This one's going to move.
Its panels fall off.
Yeah.
So it's going to use
Because those
move
vines finally
as
got in there.
action to get up in face with Bella. You have
He's good with his shapes.
an attack coming at you. That is going to be a 12. That'll miss. That'll end the bad guy's turn. Scarlet, you're up. It's the 4 on deck.
Okay. I'm going to. I noticed that it's. Yeah,
Basically created a net.
it's
and
it's stuck in
people can
place.
climb up and
So
Yeah.
I'm going to take advantage of that and use my acrobatics to jump onto it.
Okay. So your movement to get in base,
Mhm.
your action to get up on its back. And because it's currently restrained,
15 minutes.
I may
you
only
do
have
not
15
need
minutes.
to do an acrobatics. It's struggling, but you easily scale up the net and onto its back.
Okay. I am going to use my short sword to.
Here's the
Try to-
problem.
Oh.
It was your movement to get there, then your action to climb up onto its back safely. The only thing you got left is a bonus action.
It's got
What do you
those
want to do with a
vines.
bonus action?
The bonus action, I could use my open a lock.
Okay, you're gonna try to open the panel.
Uh huh.
Give me sleight of hand. And it's gonna be difficult because it's still struggling. It's pretty swift environment. So yeah, give me sleight of hand. See how you-
Nat 20.
Woo!
Okay,
Woo!
keep in mind that's a heroic action.
You can bank
You
it.
can either bank it or use it.
I'm going to use it.
Okay, so describe for me what you think you accomplish as you're trying to open up the panel.
I basically the small amount of space that was left on that one area of the panel that I saw through my sight.
Okay,
I'm gonna dig into it,
okay.
wiggle the fuck out.
So you guys watch as Scarlet comes out of her hiding spot, goes running over to the restrained creature, crawls up onto its back, reaches under, slams the pommel of her short sword into the panel, peels the panel completely up and open. And now you can see all the gearwork, wiring, and spring kind of like all activated underneath.
Now is this like
The only
glove
thing
and
you
cow?
can see as you do that, you see this creepy little face turn backwards over its seat to see you. It kind of like screams in fear, and you watch it hit a button. And just as it hits the button, the metal surface of the creature gets super heated. So you've exposed the panel, it's peeled off, so the back is exposed. But as a reaction, the creature inside panics and hits
The big red
the
button.
molten button, which immediately turns the skin into like a mercury heated surface. So Zephora, deck save with advantage because you did it during a heroic action.
Jesus.
Oh, not bad.
Let's see this.
I got a 12.
12. You're unable to hold on. You take 4 points of fire damage from the effect, and you fall off prone onto the ground. What'd you get?
25.
You are good. You're still holding on, but you will take half of 4 points of fire damage from the liquid mercury reaction. They'll finish your turn. You got the panel open in one swipe. That's pretty good. All right. That brings us to Zephora. You're up with Jade on deck.
All right. So I fell. I didn't fall at the back, off the back where I was hanging. I fell off the front.
No, I'll put you out the back. That's a fair point.
Okay.
And you hit your head on the rock and take 92 points.
Okay, so I'm dead. Thanks, guys. See you next. I'll roll up a character on my days off. All right. Let's see. Okay. How big is that panel? Is it
2 foot by 2 foot, 2 feet by 2 feet. You can see the bent metal peeled up. You can see all the gearwork sparks kind of, and now more of the belching smoke coming out of it. And you can hear inside something cussing. Like a strange little squiggly voice.
What language is it cussing in?
I'm
You can't hear it because you're not there.
I'm going to use my movement to get back up onto it.
Okay, so it's half your movement to stand up,
Yeah.
but because it's still restrained, it's not difficult terrain for you. So you're climbing back up on the rear panel.
Yeah, and I want to look inside to see what was going on in there.
Give me perception as you look inside the rear panel of the creature, of the contraption.
So a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you look and peer inside, through all the gearwork springs and like the power stones that make up the internals of this, you see a small little bucket seat made out of like leather components of like maybe leather hides.
Okay.
And there's this 4-armed, 2-legged creature sitting in the seat. But it's using all 4 of its arms and both of its legs, like they have leg hands. And so they're using it to kind of control the internal workings of this contraption.
Okay. I will cast Cloud of Daggers on it. On the thing that's doing it. So it's a 60-foot range. It's a 5-foot
Yeah,
square.
so
And I'll
casting
cast it right onto him.
onto it and inside.
And inside.
Okay. Is it concentration?
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay. Deck save, correct?
Let's see. There's area. When you get
Either dex or strength, I thought. Here, I'll discord it.
It just says it takes slashing damage. Takes
This might
44
be-
slashing
This might
damage.
be one of those that they don't get a save because it's concentration.
Yeah. Fills the air with spinning daggers 5 foot on each side, centered on a point you choose within range. Creature takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So it'll initially take 44, and then at the beginning of each turn, it'll take 44. And it doesn't say save to take half damage. It's just,
And there's no to hit.
there's no to hit. It's just cast in the area.
Yeah, 44 slashing damage. Go for it. Yeah, there's no save for this one.
Okay. Come on, baby.
It's just me when he says 4D something. Sometimes it's
Sounds like 44.
yeah, it's like wow, straight damage.
44.
14 points of damage.
14 points of damage to the creature. And actually 14 points of damage to the internals of the contraption. They're both in the affected space. You watch as the cloud of daggers appears inside the contraption. It starts shredding into the workings and into the creature in the pilot seat. It screams in pain and anger. It just for a moment there, it brings its arms up trying to protect itself. It already used its reaction, so it can't do anything until its next turn. So that finishes your turn.
Okay.
All right. Jade, you are up with Bella on deck. And Ivory is now with you at the edge. She comes bounding in, and we'll say she finishes her movement in base with the creature right alongside you.
I am going to shoot it with another force arrow. Well, I'm going to shoot it with a force arrow this time. Last time I just stabbed it with a force arrow.
Gotcha.
Now I'm going to shoot it. If I'm in base with it and shooting it with an arrow, should I just stab it with an arrow instead of shoot it with an arrow?
Well, you'd be at disadvantage if you shoot.
Right.
Because you're at point blank.
Right.
But it's an improvised weapon if you use your hand, so it's harder to hit.
Okay. Well, I have it.
And it's currently restrained, so you can move away without taking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, move half
Then
your
I will
move your
move-
full
I just got to take
move behind a rock or some
10 feet
shit.
back.
Fire from there.
Okay.
Pull it to,
It's
pull
magic
what I like to
backing
call
up
it
a little bit
Tobias.
for the shot.
18 plus 8 is 26.
That'll definitely hit. Roll for damage.
Come on, damage.
Well, it's still only 6 plus 4, 10. Force damage.
10 points of force damage. All right.
I get 2 attacks.
Yes, you do. Take your second attack.
16 plus 8.
24, that'll hit. Roll for damage.
7.
7 points of force damage.
Ivory's gonna try and claw it.
Bonus action, order her to attack. Now, is she enlarged?
No.
Okay, so she's normal size. Go for it.
Chips its teeth on the metal.
I said she clawed it.
So that's fine.
Meow.
I keep throwing things around. I want to throw those.
So peanut butter and jealous.
13 does not hit.
You gotta
Yeah.
She seems more
stack of those,
confused
don't you?
than
Just waiting.
she swipes at it and even though it's it's restrained, you have advantage. And technically, you would have had advantage on your previous strikes too. That was my bad.
I had advantage already.
Oh, gotcha.
17.
17 would actually hit. You watch as sparks fly off her claws and they scrape across it.
She is KY jealous.
Okay, step.
Maybe get like a little booster seat just ready for him.
KY jealous.
4.
4 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, she's not gonna try and fight it. So
Okay, that's fair. So that'll finish your turn. Bella, you are up with Morrow on deck.
Okay. So did I actually see this guy coming by chance? Like, did he the little metal thing, or did it just shoot from the sky and land in front of me?
No, he was over here,
Popped
used
out
his
of the back.
move, and then his dash action to come up the hill at you. He's currently in base with you. He just didn't have enough in him to start his attack yet.
Yeah, if I basically kind of saw him coming, I'm just gonna have my 2-handed hammer and hi, buddy, just try to knock him away.
Go for it.
are you hitting him with a?
2-headed. It's my great axe,
I was
which
gonna say with a rock.
Well, technically,
if I hit the rock on accident.
okay. Do you have any heroic actions? Please, I want to see this happen again.
She might hit the boulder.
It'll be like golfing.
Everybody misses. The
You hit the hammer against
That's
the rock,
a nice
boulder, and the boulder becomes like golf.
That's a nat 20.
Please tell me that
All the
happens.
heroic actions tonight, man.
Please
He's
tell me
killing
that
his
happens.
falls.
Please tell me
Yeah, but we we also
walk
had
into it.
epic failures. So it equals
Can
out.
we have the boulder start the boulder? No.
So if it was a boulder, I'd let you, but unfortunately, it's a protruding granite rock.
Oh, so bad.
You just hit it with your hammer.
Once again,
These
you
cracks
could
up.
choose to just take the normal hit or bank it, or take the normal hit and bank it, or you can
You know
describe a
what?
heroic action.
Let's bank it for
Okay.
now. I just want to hit the guy, and I'm assuming a 20 hits.
Yeah, it'll hit. It's not double damage, it's regular damage because you banked the heroic action.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead and roll for damage.
What are 12s again?
Do you need a
Like
12?
this one.
They look like
This.
They look like
Yeah,
almost
okay.
a 20.
so that one. And
Yeah,
then,
no. They're the ones you
Half of a
accidentally
D-
pick up when you're
A
trying to
little bit
roll
more
a
than
20.
half of a D20.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't
Y'all
shame me.
know.
Don't shame
10
me.
plus 18.
18 points.
Ooh.
Slashing damage.
I'm supposed to like knock him away. It's kinda-
You put this huge gash and dent in like the metal plate of his chest. You can see wires, like a strange fluid beginning to spit out of it. It actually looks a little bit rough, but it's still in front of you.
Okay. As my bonus action, I want to make sure. Would it be a bonus action if I try to make sure I have my shield in front of me in case he goes for a swing?
Right over there.
Are you using a two-handed axe?
Oh, it was a two. It was a great axe. So
Yeah, it's two-handed.
I did. Okay, so maybe with the bonus action, I moved like the one hand to make sure I have a shield in front of me.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can have a AC with your shield up now.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna stay put.
And yeah, because I
Alright.
can't really. I don't think I can move anywhere. Kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Well, even if you did move, it trigger attack of opportunity, but it's up to you.
No, it's restrained.
You can like
Oh, no, the
you
little
can
one?
stay in base with him and rotate
Oh, the
around
little
him.
one. Yeah.
Right?
Make an acrobatic roll down the hill. Oh,
Become the boulder myself.
Boulder form.
That was you get full plate armor with spikes all over it, and you just roll like a roly poly.
I said that's a great idea for another ending.
What's that character name?
And you have
Naruto that
plates
turns
all
into
down
that
the
big
back,
roly
so when
poly
you
thing?
roll it makes a ball.
Make perfect ball.
You know,
Yeah.
I order all of you to ignore
Actually, those
Ivar.
two are Have you seen the Dice Links?
You can do anything in this game because we're
Yeah,
off
Choji.
5e rules, so you
Yeah.
can just.
You do a choji.
No, I think I'm good with that because
We're off the
Yeah.
farm on this one, buddy. Anything we can think of.
oh, and for moving, can I get my dragon to
Yeah,
move
those are
towards
gonna
the
make you
back?
guys
No,
some
that's
Bloody
during your
Marys,
bonus
too.
action.
Oh, maybe. Okay,
Yep.
never mind.
That's for next
So I'll
week.
finish your turn. Morrow,
Sure,
you are
Bloody
up
Marys.
with Willa on deck.
okay.
I like
Free
Man,
action.
freak people out by
I'm
carrying
going to drop my
carrying
axe,
Sebastian around.
and I'm going to
with
take
me.
my attacks. Just
Where did I
Unarmed?
Baby.
Yep.
Okay.
Whoa.
Drop your axe and now
Ivar's got a
And
baby.
start wailing away on it.
you said it's restrained, so I
They-
get
they told us
advantage.
You
to
get
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
Well, you're also
A lot more
raging.
than the
Well, you're
other
not
one.
reckless. So yeah, you get advantage because it is restrained. So 2d20 and the higher of the two.
like a mutated elf thing.
That's that works.
Say 21, 20, 23.
That'll hit.
Hopefully put her on
All
there.
There you
right.
go. There you go.
Nature pretty.
That's
Had to go
2
my
points
place this
with the
week.
fist, and then another.
Still add your
7.
strength modifier.
Yeah, still 7,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. 7 plus 2 because you're raging.
Yes.
So 9.
He
Yeah.
loves you.
Okay.
Okay. Second fist.
He's been clapping and like waving to so many people today. It was hilarious. The mailman
Yeah, that
today,
was
he
terrible.
like waved
That's
by.
Hmm.
12.
12 will miss. You feel your
By
fist
Marcy.
kind of bounce off the metal. Your
Okay.
knuckles split open.
All right.
Ooh.
Offhand.
Are you suggesting he's not wearing gloves?
An orc. With
No.
gloves.
You have this
His
leather
hands
gloves,
are
like you know,
leathery.
like wraps, you know.
Offhanded is 17.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
As someone who did
Now
some
she's
martial
the DM
arts,
too.
You wear those.
That's
I'm
so
not-
fine.
Oh,
One-
plus
one point.
one plus.
You made the willow tree turn into
Willow.
into a
She
willow
wilted.
tree.
She's- yeah.
I'm just commenting.
She's a
so
wilted
I do.
willow.
If it really annoys you guys, I can stop.
No, please don't.
So I
No,
rolled
I like
one
making fun
that,
of you. Keep going.
Oh wow.
One for damage.
Yeah. Do I
It's,
still get the 2?
you get the
for-
raging, but not the
not
strength,
the
so it's a
strength.
3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That's
Okay.
what
Good math. All right, that'll finish your turn. Unless you want to move.
Nah. Well, you know what? I could take. I can take like 2 steps trying to get around to the back of it, trying like
Okay.
confuse.
Yeah, you see Sephora looking up. It's like
No,
in its panel. She seems to be concentrating on a
Bigger
spell on the internal workings of the contraption.
You're one little robot might have got an attack about.
Yes, it would actually.
Try that one.
Bye.
There you go.
Maybe it used its reaction
That
of being
is a
amazed by
22
what you were
to
doing.
hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That will be.
Down there, buddy.
Keep moving that. I don't need to. 8 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 4.
You're up.
Because you are raging. Oh yeah, he's so funny when he claps for himself. Like he'll be randomly will give him kudos for something. And then he stops and he sits and he looks at you and starts.
Then you gotta love the moment
Oh,
when
this
he
is
does the
hard.
wiggles.
Oh,
It's
the wiggles are
the
always fun.
wiggles are the
Yeah.
best part. It's not even just it's a full head
Kid is
body
I
shaking.
got
wiggle.
named.
Ridiculously
My
cute.
grandkid named me
Oh yeah, what'd your grandkid name you?
Boompa.
Aww,
Boompa?
Boompa.
Boompa.
that's adorable.
Wow, that's
Boopity
awfully
boop.
close to Oompa Loompa.
I know.
But-
Boompa.
Boompa, boopity da.
Oh, you like that?
A
That's
big
not
smile
saying.
on his face. All right, that'll finish Morrow's turn. Willa, you are up, and that'll be at the top of the 4th round.
Now, I do want to keep shooting this thing with an arrow, but I noticed this one's attacking my friend Belladonna over here.
Yep, that's
So-
about 30 feet to your right.
Yeah, can I turn my bow into a sword and, bring out another one and do my 2 attacks against him?
Sure, go for it.
So
You strike at the automaton that's attacking Bella, and
Okay.
you have advantage because you're flanking it.
Those are terrible attacks. And
I have a shield. Just
12?
it.
Does 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Okay. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Woo!
But I'm gonna bank that one.
Man.
Oh my gosh, look at that. I still have it there. What's weird? Okay.
Yeah, it's so good. I
So definitely hit. Roll for damage.
Okay. That's a D8 and a D6 because I'm in my giant tree form.
Yep.
Don't leave my hair alone.
Man, that's
Play with
2
my hair.
ones. Plus 5, but
7 points.
Come on.
Slashing damage. It's looking rough.
Hey,
You
I'm
bring
running-
your sword down into the rear portion of it and you like slam into it. The shoulder and back panel dented in, and sparks and fluid are kind of spilling out of it, but it's still on its feet. But it's looking rough.
I'm glad I didn't waste my natural 20 on that. Yeah, it's terrible damage.
So that'll finish your turn.
Yes, because I don't
So
think I have anything.
If you don't have a bonus action.
Yeah, no other bonuses.
Okay. So top of the 4th round.
Start of his turn. Cloud of daggers.
No. It is going to press the escape button.
Well, but it started-
As
But it's
another creature
start
comes
of the
out,
turn.
he still started his turn.
the original, well, this is kind of like a legendary reaction for him. So he's avoiding the cloud of daggers.
It's still gonna affect the
However-
thing.
Roll damage for the internals of the contraption.
Okay. Double damage since you ruined my turn.
No,
Like,
it's,
You gotta like look it up like.
He's got like that feat where it's, what is it?
Legendary.
15 points of damage.
No. Where you ride mounted combatant.
15 points.
Where, you can take the
somebody with
damage
that on the
that's
board.
directed at your mount.
D4s
In
are
this
killers,
case,
they're worse than
he says
Legos.
the damage that's directed at
Like
him
Jax.
goes to his
Kill this
mount.
one.
So it's double damage on the neck.
Ow! Fuck.
There were so many words I wasn't listening to.
And that means that I agree with her because
So-
it's so many words.
As the daggers begin to shred the internal workings, they slam into the conduit and where you can see the main engine that's bellowing out the smoke. And there's a huge explosion of spark. And
Oh.
all of you feel the contraption that are so for
Me.
you two, you and Scarlet, you feel this thing beginning to shudder like it's about to explode. You have reactions.
Run
I'm
away!
gonna jump my ass off.
Okay, so give me a dex check as you jump, Sephora.
Let me see
You
what
still
I
have
can
your
do.
reaction if you want to try to jump off.
Yeah, I might teleport if I can do it. Let me
Okay.
see.
I'm just gonna say this.
Can I react and tell Ivory to retreat when I see them?
Sure, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
This is feeling kind of like a boss battle
So
where we
it
just
says I
entered
can use my
phase two.
bonus action.
Possibly. I don't know.
This is what it kind of feels like. You know,
So it says
this
I
guy
can use
looks
my bonus
phase
action.
2-y.
So I have to use a reaction, right?
Yeah, reaction.
All right. Let me,
Mine was 18.
18, you're good. You jump off the creature.
yeah, I'm gonna jump.
Give me dex,
Every
give me a dex check.
retreat too.
Use her reaction to pull back.
Boom.
Creature is now on
I
fire.
got a 12.
12?
Yeah.
DC of 10. You're good.
Oh, okay.
And it hasn't exploded yet, so you guys get the feeling it's about to. So you, as your reaction, you jump off or get away from the
Did you
creature.
guys say anything?
I did. I yelled that there was a creature inside of it.
Yeah, but they didn't say anything about it blowing up. So Maro's still like in base with it and punching it.
I'm like, it's gonna blow, and I jump off.
All right, so press the escape button, which will bring the pod into existence. And the pod will be under summoning effect, so it cannot do anything. However, there are 1 attack coming at you and 2 attacks coming at you. One from the one in base with you, Belle.
So the restraints wouldn't have stopped it from escaping?
No, not the escape pod.
Legendary reaction.
17 to hit.
Kind of like
All
a
right.
teleport.
2 attacks coming at you. That is a 12 and a 14. Either one of them hit you? Oh, and because you did the escape pod, the last one will pop out. So all 3 of the springers are out. Let me see if it explodes at the end of its turn.
Y'all all ran away for nothing.
It does not. But another fire breaks out on it as it's now burning in 2 different spots. Oh my God, me and Chatbot had so much, Chat GPT, we had so much fun.
Making flames?
No, writing up the stats for this creature.
Oh,
Great.
So there we go.
AI built this creature.
Yep.
which is ironic because it's metallic.
Yes.
Of course, you'd let a robot make a robot.
Of course. It does, AI deserves its vengeance.
Yeah.
There's at least 8 billion people here that have been abusing technology for a very long time.
To be fair, I'm not really.
to your master of artificial intelligence.
It's been boiling me since I've started playing with computers. So, you know. It's
User error does not count. So it does not explode at the end of its turn. Scarlet, you're up with the 4 on deck.
Okay. So how far away did the new creature?
The escape pod that popped out is 20 feet from you.
Okay. All right. I'm going to use another one of my crossbows
Go for it.
and attempt to hit it.
Roll a hit. Always love how Carla does that. Tells me what she's going to do and sits there without moving.
Nat 20!
Woo! You're going to bake it or you're going to do it?
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah.
Slow clap, baby.
That's
Slow
exactly
clap.
what that is.
Yeah, that's right.
And we're going to use this one.
20's trump
Okay,
talent
what are you
every
doing
time.
with it?
I am going to, bring out my eye to see if I could find a weak spot on it again.
On that, you can see the critter is inside the spherical body of this. I'll give you this much of a hint with that heroic action. You recognize some of the workings of this particular pod from that moon that you are on.
Man. Are we making this stuff appear because we're in the stupid ship?
Where's Jerry?
What the hell's going on? Where's Jerry? I don't want to play Zafari anymore. I'm just kidding.
So I'm
Yeah,
going
you
to.
get the feeling that this is the protective barrier it uses when it's in trouble. And this is an escape vehicle of some sort, escape kind of mechanic. And you're also beginning to get the feeling that this is what it was originally, maybe when it was taking over the contraption.
Does Marrow have the helmet?
I don't
That's in
know.
his belt.
I'm going to yell over to him. Marrow, put on the helmet and talk to this thing.
Mary
Oh.
can't put on the helmet.
He's raging.
Oh.
Lucky
Use
for
your
him.
nat 20.
But all you heard her say that,
Mm.
so you get the feeling that this thing found that thing, was attempting to kind of like integrate its engineering with it. You guys have stumbled across it, and as an escape mechanism, it punched its pod form out and like landed outside of it. And the workings of the internal workings remind you a lot about the engineering that you saw up on the Shadow Moon in the depths of the different laboratories.
Are our pendants responding to this?
It doesn't seem to be. So that'll finish your. That's a lot of information for heroic action. That's really cool. That's why I like it. So that'll finish your turn. Sephora, you're up with Jade on deck.
Okay. Where am I at?
You are right there.
Okay. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move to within 15 feet of. No. How far do I can be? Am I within 30 feet of it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
Okay.
Look at you and your masterful count.
I will cast Suggestion on the creature.
That's a wisdom save.
It is a Wisdom 15.
Morrow, give me a wisdom save, and Scarlet, give me a wisdom save. Sorry.
You're an ass. You're an ass. And your AI is also a freaking ass.
Double ass.
What did you get, Morrow? Oh, natural 1. Okay, Scarlet, what'd you get? 10. What's the suggestion?
Okay.
Remember, it's at it.
Oh, I know. Get back inside your machine.
You two immediately start walking towards the wasp. So as a reaction,
Sorry,
turn
guys.
away and you move your full 30 feet that direction. You turn and move your full 30 feet that direction towards the wasp. You get the feeling as you watch the two of them kind of just go catatonic and shrug their shoulders, and you're no longer raging, and they just start walking towards the wasp. You get the feeling that your spell rebound off the contraption.
Okay. Let me
Thank you, sir.
use my suggestion.
That's your action. So you still have your bonus action and your move.
Um,
Well, at least they're out of exploding range, maybe.
Yeah.
You have to take your pluses where you can get them.
Too bad he's such a rotten kid, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just sitting there with his tablet and his snacks.
I'll move, I'll move my 25 feet toward.
I went to throw stuff in the
Wondering why
box.
Boompaw is being so loud and angry at his little
I'll
baby
be right there.
Barbie doll miniatures.
Not a screamer.
Oh,
Okay, that's your
that's
move.
great.
Anything you want to do with your bonus
he's
action?
not a total screamer.
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
Good.
I used to play
Okay.
with Barbies. Those things.
Jade, you are up with a Bella on deck.
I don't know about this pod thingy. But I'm gonna try and shoot it
Go for it.
with a force arrow.
Oh my goodness!
Would you consider that cock?
No.
Okay.
I love you, but no.
No.
23.
Thanks, Ivar, for a fair shake.
Yeah, sorry.
That part is that he can actually
23, that'll hit.
Mommy trying to cheat again. Oh
Not
no.
eat my math rocks.
Take my math
Oh.
5 points
Jeez.
of damage.
Okay.
Whatever they do in like their rolling natural 20s, we make up for it with our 4s and 5s.
We're gonna hit it again.
Go. You're going to try to hit it again.
I hit
I'm
it.
glad you didn't get inside that machine.
Yeah.
Oh my
You did
god!
it first time.
And then it
Now you're rolling to
explodes.
hit
That
it
would
again.
felt really bad.
Try to hit it again.
It makes sense. We wasn't there.
18.
18 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Are you rolling? Are you rolling your pad to hit?
Rolling 20s, baby.
That's a 9.
9 points of force damage.
I'm gonna burn a reaction and take another attack.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
'Cause I can't.
Are you done with this? I want to play.
That's 22.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yay!
Oh, max damage. 12.
Right.
I might have pooped a little bit on
Okay,
that
ready? We're
one.
gonna do this one.
I'm,
All 4
Well,
arrows.
2,
Okay.
2, 2.
All 3 arrows striking. Each time your arrow strikes it, there's like an energy field around it that
Don't
ripples,
you clap?
but the arrows go through.
How you do it?
Does that have your
So it's my
move?
action, my
Brown.
bonus
What's the
action.
brown? Brown star.
Ivory. Get the
Brown star.
whatever this.
Okay.
Not the.
Yellow banana.
Oh my God, the silver dude.
It's gotta be
This
yellow
one?
and
Yeah.
yellow.
Get the crawdad. Oh wait, no.
Red
that's
and red.
not-
I can't remember what you call them. Specters, Spopper,
Springers.
Springers. Okay.
Jerry Springers.
She's gonna do the.
Oh, too
the-
soon.
Oh.
Too soon. Too soon.
The pounce.
Yeah, it can do pounds because over 15 feet away.
20.
Oh,
20
I
feet
didn't
away?
know.
He
Yeah.
did?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
That's
didn't
why
know
it's
that.
just-
Oh, I
So
hadn't
you
heard
see-
about that.
They're the same color.
Too soon. Too soon.
Yellow,
Alright.
yellow.
Claw.
I heard it barely on the news because I don't watch the news. I was just passing through my parents' room
Plus
and they were
5
watching the
is
news.
17.
What called Jason
17
Springers?
will hit.
Okay, and it's got to make a DC strength save. Or be knocked prone, maybe. Almost
Yay! One
knocked
more.
prone.
It is immune to the effect of being knocked prone. Unfortunately. He watches his metal flange-like feet dig into the weight of Ivory settling into it. How many points of damage?
I haven't done damage yet.
Sorry. Okay.
It was D6.
Right. Ivar gave it all an earth tremor there.
Because it's enlarged, right? Does it get?
8. No, I didn't enlarge it.
Oh, okay.
And then it's going to try and bite it.
Okay.
Oh, natty 20.
Fortunately, she does not get heroic action.
Oh.
But it is a natural 20. So critical hit.
Double damage.
3. And,
Let me give you those math rocks.
What if she had
11
a static?
plus 3 plus 3.
Just
17.
17 points again.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I'd love to see Ivory just maul.
You
something.
watch as Ivory just mauls this thing into pieces, throwing like an arm one direction, the chest piece another, the leg another. That's how you train future D&D players. My friend.
Oh.
Mama got
No hitting, mommy.
Mama got
Oh,
BS.
Mama
right
got
now.
knuckled.
Hey, at least he didn't scratch me.
Right, so Ivory takes down one of the contraptions.
That's our turn.
That'll finish your turn. Bella, you are up with Morrow on deck.
Yeah, no, we're
Kill it
gonna get rid of it, and because he said it looked really, really bad.
It's looking pretty beat up, yeah.
And it's got gushing chest going on. I'm just like, you know what? Let's just
Wanna say hi?
let's just basically, I still have it with one
It's a
hand.
horrible word,
What are
gushing.
you doing?
Goose.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Like, no way.
What are you doing?
I don't want anything to do with this old baby
No,
boomer.
my
Give me back
feet,
to
not
mom.
my feet, not my feet.
So we're gonna
Not my
get
feet, not my
Okay.
feet, not my feet.
You have advantage because it is flanked.
Tell me what you see.
Not your feet. Not your feet.
I see a
Not your feet,
octopus
mama. Not my
monster.
feet, mama.
That's
Another 20 with a kraken. I'm having yours dice weighed. Are you using it or banking it?
Oh, for this thing.
It's about to die anyways.
It's gonna die anyway.
So you bank another heroic
Oh my
action.
God! How many?
There's been like
banks you
10
got?
natural
You better
20s
line them
tonight.
up.
So now we're at 3.
I only got 1 so far.
I was referring to the entirety of the group.
Yeah, I only got 1 so far.
So
I
roll for
got
damage.
2 tonight. Yeah.
I used one and got one back.
So I still have one in reserve.
I like having my reserve
Like that,
heroic
Mama.
actions from when I get crazy ideas.
That's fair. You
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
crazy ideas.
No, you can't have Skittles. Oh,
You-
want some nerds? Okay.
When you do an attack, you add
You
your
better not
dexterity?
give him any
Or
nerds.
you
It depends on what yours is based on. Is it? Are you a strength
Might as
based
well
or
just let him
dex
drink
based?
Coca-Cola if you're gonna give him nerds.
That's why I can use my
Sounds
strength
like
modifier for the
two.
bows.
22.
22?
Yeah.
Points of damage?
Yeah.
Oh, he just came apart.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're really
it's
bad
like
thousand, I
arms,
don't
legs, chest, just spray backwards.
I just
Landing
want
on
its
the
head to
ground.
roll over that way. Just
Yeah.
not like, look, mini boulder.
Yeah. So that's your action. You still have your bonus action and your move.
Gonna have
Hour left to go
my
to
guardian
combat.
spirit move towards whatever the hell is object.
Okay.
And we're gonna go for. Wait, well, no. Would bonus action be as attack or?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can still attack.
So
You will not let it
let's
get away.
go for it. Let's try to smack it. Just like
Roll it. Roll a d20 and add your spell attack modifier. +5.
so. And 15 hit.
15 just misses.
So kind of just whooshes by.
Or it kind of
supposed to have those, Daddy
like bounces off the effect of the force. Like it just, the armor is enough to, and actually you notice that when it tries to slam into it,
Mhm.
there's a blue barrier around it. And it kind of hits the barrier bouncing off, and the barrier kind of ripples with energy.
Gives me a
Across
slight
it.
headache trying to concentrate that like ow.
Jason, really quick.
Hmm.
Would his spell be considered being charmed?
Yeah, it would be.
I have advantage against being charmed.
Roll a second d20 and see if you can beat the DC for it.
Shit. It's a wisdom save.
2.
Nope.
No.
You are still under
It
the
was worth
effect.
trying.
Hey, I'm gonna. No.
It's like, wait a minute. No.
It's that moment of, did I leave the oven on?
So you still have your move.
That'd be a good one.
You
You think you left the pilot light on to the oven at home?
wait. Where's it go?
Get into your contraption.
You think you left the stovetop on?
Still.
But also at the
Soup on.
beginning of each of your turns, you make your saves, or else you're going to keep going towards the vehicle.
We're gonna fly
Hey,
away, baby.
I saved your lives.
I'm still feeling pretty comfortable where I am.
Okay, that'll
Yeah,
finish your
you can
turn.
blow up with
Morrow,
the
give me a
power on
wisdom
that.
save, please.
20.
Whoa! Dirty or natural?
Dirty.
Okay. You are no longer, at the end of your turn, you're no longer under the effect. You immediately stop where you are, and you no longer feel like you should go towards the vehicle. Willa, you are up.
Okay. Well, the guy I was fighting is gone, but I do have an idea.
He's kind
It's
of
not a heroic action idea, probably.
like a puddle.
I want to use my grasping vine, and I want to use it on the thing that's about to explode, and I want it to reach out for the guy
Well,
and
that's
pull him
innate.
back
It
in.
doesn't. No.
So she wants to use the grasping vine that's already
Ready
on
on
it.
it?
No, I know.
Grab it?
Yeah, see, I have
It's
grasping
already on
vine,
it.
and I want to use it to reach out.
Yeah, but it's already on the contraption.
That was my grasping arrow.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I see what you're saying. What's the range on grasping vine?
I can get closer. I have I have to be within
She
30
doesn't have-
feet.
she
And it's
doesn't
got
have to use.
a 20-foot area of effect.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
15,
Oh, okay, I got
20, but you're going to have the vines come from this to try to
Yes.
pull
Okay.
it back in.
Yeah.
What's the save?
Yeah,
It's
but it
dex
doesn't
save.
cost a spell slot, right?
Dex save to avoid it.
Use it as a spell slot.
That fails.
you can
So
use
your
it.
grasping vines latch onto it.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And pull it 20 feet in a direction. Towards the direction.
yeah,
And
I'll
it's
say it
okay.
pulls it back in towards the contraption.
So you can,
So
And plays with the
it shows it
contraption.
used there. Though.
yeah, you can
All
use
right.
it once per long rest
Okay.
as a use.
That was your action. Is that your
Yeah.
bonus action? and your
Actually,
move?
that's actually my bonus action.
Okay.
That's your
I don't
bonus
think it's
action. Is
my-
grasping. Okay.
Grasping by
All right. So
I
you
just
still have
wanted to
your
know how many
actions.
spell slots I have.
So your
Okay.
actions
Okay. And I'm going
and
to.
move.
Okay, I'm going to turn around. Can I see the panel where he has the daggers going off?
Well, do you
No.
maintain concentration on the?
No, I had to lose concentration to cast a suggestion.
Gotcha. Okay. No, because the way the creature's facing, you do not see the panel.
Okay, can I see anything that's exposed that if I were to hit it with my arrows, it might cause it to explode faster?
There are other smaller panels that have peeled open after the ejection thing came out.
Mhm.
like maybe like the force explosion of the pod escaping ripped open the top of it. So a lot of the little panels, and there's actually a 2 foot long by 4 foot wide section of the surface of the contraption that is like blossomed out from when it
What?
popped out.
What was
Yeah.
that?
I want to shoot at one of those that looks like it might be susceptible to try and make it explode faster.
Give it a try. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Puts it at a higher armor class, but you can try.
No. That's a 13.
Nope. that'll miss.
Oh my gosh, that's a 9.
Both arrows kind of like bang off the metal surface of the contraption.
It was worth a try.
That'll finish your turn. Top of the 5th round. Beginning of its turn. We'll see if it explodes. It does not.
Oh.
It continues to burn and rumble.
It's worth the grasping vine.
So now would it be trapped? It would have a.
No, it just got pulled towards it.
Yeah, I can do it again with each bonus action each turn, but
It's going to spin.
I think what I had the problem with before is I thought I was getting grasping
It's
vine
going to
mixed
move
up with entangle.
here.
Oh, shit. That's a big leap.
Deck save, please, with disadvantage.
With
What the hell is that? Where did you get that? What is it? Can you just tell me? Because that's. What is it? Where'd you
It's an
find
actual D&D figure.
it? Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a
Is it automaton or something?
Pentadrome.
Oh,
It's called a pentadrome.
No.
All I did was just use it as a model.
That's a 7.
7. You watch as a huge gout of flame. You watch as this small like pipe
Uh-huh.
like aims down at you.
This is gonna be it, guys. This is gonna get me. If it's fire, double damage. It's gonna
Ivory and Zephora and Morrow, give me deck saves, please.
All the way back there?
Yep.
All right.
It's got 120 feet.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Okay.
That's basically.
How much
flame
damage
coming
do
at
I
me or
take?
something.
Yeah.
70 hit points of damage.
You're such a grumpy old man.
I'm
I
dead.
love it.
there.
What'd you
I
get,
open first level magic
15?
user
Morrow?
with 4 hit points.
Dirty 20.
30-20. So you'll succeed. So
Yeah, we're
you'll
trying-
take half
What are you doing
of
moving my
21
chair?
points of fire damage.
Get on my
You
chair.
take 10. Everybody else takes 21 points.
Oh,
of fire
thanks.
I
damage.
take 42.
You take 42.
I'm not
points
dead.
of
Close
fire
enough, though.
damage.
I've got 12
And you are
hits.
currently on fire.
42. So that's
You're hot.
15.
You are currently on
Can I use my
Put
reaction
it out with this oil.
reaction.
to poison spray? It has a reach of 10 feet.
Alchemist fire.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll affect it, but it's a reaction.
Yeah, like as a reaction,
Like
just
it burns
like out of
so intensely, it burns
self-preservation.
Yeah.
Like your whole form just
Turns her to like
all the
burns
poison
everything that
spray
needs to be
comes
burned.
out of you,
and
Yeah.
then she's okay.
and it like slams into the drone,
Mhm.
and
It's a
the
constant.
ichor stays on it, but you can't tell if anything happened to it. It's
Yeah.
like you get the feeling that it might be immune to poison.
Yeah, I figured, but it's like,
Sure.
it's my reaction, man. Hey, does the poison actually douse any of the flames? on it?
And this is where everything goes downhill.
Hey, can the poison spray douse some of that fire on me?
No, you're on fire, baby.
Come on, we don't want to be on
That will
fire.
finish that guy's turn. There's only one Springer left.
Jason wants you to be on fire.
I know he wants to be built, but I don't want to be.
We're gonna take this oil.
Springer's going to actually 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and it's move and then action dash at Ivory and Zephora because it's not capable of fear. It's just going to keep moving. That'll finish its turn.
Would that still give?
He has to move away.
Okay.
If it tried to move past them, they would both get attacks of opportunity. So he used his big gun, which has to recharge. That finishes the bad guy because the big contraption did not explode yet. Scarlet, you're up with Zephora on deck.
Okay. Do I still have to do another save to stop me from moving?
Yep. Give me a wisdom save.
Would she get advantage because of the fact that she's?
Yeah, you get advantage because remember you're resistant to charm, so you would get advantage. It's a lot of math.
18.
19. You drop out of the charm effect. At the end of your turn, you are no longer suggested. Zephora, you are up with Jade on deck. Zephora, you feel your concentration on suggestion fade.
Oh yeah, if I know that I affected him, I would have just. I don't think it's. I don't
Is
think
it, I
it's-
thought it was concentration, or is it duration?
Let me see.
Because if it's duration,
Concentration up to 8 hours. So I would have just. It would have probably ended it this turn anyway.
yeah, you probably would have realized. You
Yeah,
screwed,
I saw
like,
that.
what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll still
Um,
finish your guys' turn on your, coming out of the confusion or suggestion. So Zephora, you're up with Jade on deck.
Yeah. That thing is far away. Okay, so if I cast Mage Hand, it says it's an action, and it says you can use your action to control the hand. So when I cast it, do I have to wait till the next turn to use it, or do I cast it and then I can use the Mage Hand as my
No, you
action?
can cast it and use it as your action.
Okay, just double checking because it doesn't really.
It's worded a little funky.
It's worded funky. I just want to double check. All right. I'm going to cast Mage Hand in the little compartment that I can see where he used to be.
Okay.
And I want to try to control that to move it toward.
It's still restrained.
I know that, but is that.
You're
gonna break the restraints.
first of all, you got to be able to see inside, right? With the Mage Hand,
right.
you're in front of it.
Okay. But it popped out of the
Yeah,
front
so
of
I'd
it.
say the top is peeled open. So you cast Mage Hand and it floats up over the top and dips down inside.
Okay, then I can
do
I'll use my bonus action to teleport onto the top where I can see and look down
Okay.
in it.
Oh
I
no! Oh no!
It's gonna explode.
Teleported on top of the bomb.
Take 2 points of fire damage because it is on fire.
All right.
And
Bye, guys.
you can see it
Stop trying to kill
inside.
Zephora.
The Mage Hand is near a bunch of those gears that it was manipulating.
Right.
And it gives about 15 pounds of pressure. And the Mage Hand there's 4 gears that you remember each of the hands controlling. And then there's 2 lower gears that you remember the feet controlling, like extra hands.
Little
Right.
finger like.
You get the feeling that the lower gears might have been the movement gears.
Okay, I'm gonna press the right one to see if it turns right,
Okay.
and I'm gonna yell at Willa, "Get rid of your vines!"
Okay. I have to wait though, right?
Yeah, she has to wait because she used her reaction already.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see then if it'll just break.
Okay.
If I can break through the vines.
I just got a horrible thought.
You feel it lurch forward and like tilt down and up, like it's pushing against the vines.
Mhm.
Then you hear like like something cracking under the stress of the movement. And you watch as a new kind of like fresh gush of like internal fluids come like jetting up and out. You feel the right side of the contraption kind of go limp and down into the ground.
Okay.
Still restrained, but now the right movement contraption seems like it might have broke.
So now I can only go left.
It can only like spin there. It's like a boat with a left oar.
You just see the machine now going ding 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 ding.
Okay.
Finish your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Jade, you are up with Belladonna on deck.
I am
I
going
still can't
to
believe it hasn't blown up yet.
shoot the pod.
Go for it. Yeah, it's definitely in range for you.
Force arrow. 19.
19 will hit. Goes through the blue barrier, striking the outside of the pod. 11.
Second hit. Natty 20.
Oh, nice. Banking it or using it?
Fuck no, I'm using that fucker.
Okay. Describe for me what you think that second shot did.
I want it to go through the barrier and hit that, sweet spot on the Death Star.
That's no bigger than a lump
Just like our old
And take like
T90s back on
max amounts of damage.
Beggars Canyon.
Beggars can't.
So we'll do max damage. So go ahead and roll max damage, or whatever the max damage is total.
Yeah. Which is 8, but double because of the
Correct. So you roll a d8, right?
D8. So, that
So
would be
that's 16
plus 4.
plus 4, so 20 points of damage. You watch as that second arrow
Turn them on
arcs
fire.
and with like pinpoint accuracy hits the flame cannon that sits on top, like right in the opening. And you watch as the arrow disappears, and then suddenly there's a. You watch as the top of that pod peels back, and there's this gout of flame that just shoots straight up, up in the air. The entire pod like staggers for a moment, kind of levels itself down slightly, and then keeps itself steady. This thing's barely on its feet, and there's now flame and
Burning
smoke
reaction.
pouring out of the top of it.
Attacking again. Burning reaction.
Yeah, go for it.
15 plus 8 is 23.
23 will hit. Roll for damage. These dash rolls are
5
killing
plus
me, man.
9.
9
No,
points.
we don't need that
Okay.
in there.
It's definitely looking rough. It's struggling to stay in that position at this point.
Ivory is going to attack the other dog.
The Springer. Okay,
Or
go
Springer.
for it.
Spaniel.
Springer.
Spaniel.
You know, this is not going to stop leaving my head. Did you say that?
Oh, it would have taken an attack of opportunity on you when you left base with it. Sorry, one quick thing.
First bite.
Wait,
12, that'll miss.
Oh,
Because you were in base with the
Oh yeah,
Springer,
yeah, I got
and
you.
then you ran away
Okay, yeah.
to get on the contraption. Go ahead.
Claw does not hit.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
But that is a 16
Teleport.
plus 5. That is a 21.
21 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That is 7 plus 3, 10.
10 points. God damn. Even with that.
Hey,
That's
she's
understandable.
not enlarged either.
No, this is her normal form.
Yes.
It's starting to look rough, but it's still in the fight.
Okay.
Finish your turn.
Yeah.
Bella, you are up with Morrow on deck.
So Willa's on fire again. I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my. How far is she? Can I say about?
She is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away from you.
Oh, I'll go around to Willa, try to take the fire out.
Spend an action putting out the fire. Okay. The fire goes out. You still have your bonus action.
She's taking care of me, guys.
What can I use this? Can I?
Stop, drop, and roll, man.
Put this big tree rolling on the
Quit
ground.
making us,
Lord, that tree
quit
in Lord of
making
the
us
Rings.
waste an action.
For a
Make it
bonus
rain. Just pee on yourself.
Hey, just tie water balloons all over. Tie water balloons all over the top of her, so it's like acts as a fire extinguisher.
I'm trying what I think I can do with my bonus action. I don't really have anything for bonus.
Send a rock at it.
Boulder time.
Yes, is that one boulder looking kind of raggedy? Is it like about to roll down?
That
Yeah.
big
I don't think so.
bird creature. Bug.
Kind of like one of those
Oh, yeah.
granite rocks that houses get built on top of.
Makes the rocks.
So I can't use a spell as a bonus action.
Imagine Bella doing
You
something.
don't have any bonus action spells?
No, I don't.
No, she
Peter
just like
really
create a
looked into
boulder
any
20 feet in
bonus
the air
action
that
spells.
rolls at people. Boulder time.
And then nothing. So
A player that loved to polymorph into a hill giant and
Over
throw
to
rocks at
save.
people. Yeah, it's fun.
They do good damage on those.
It's all you hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gotta be able to hit.
Sanctuary.
Unfortunately, I didn't realize that when they polymorph into it, because they weren't a druid,
We have.
they'd have the intelligence of a hill giant.
Doesn't do a lot.
So I used to have them
You only got one.
roll a intelligence save to see if they could figure out who the targets are.
So
And if they failed, then they'd have to randomly throw it at somebody.
I'm going to use my bonus action for healing word.
Okay?
Now another spell slot.
Tell her, Sebastian. You give her all the guff.
This is all, hey, it's hard.
Healing
Oh,
word
okay.
is. Healing word's about the same as a regular potion, right? I think.
It's like a D4 plus your
Healing word?
modifier,
Yeah,
right?
healing word. Healing word is be bonus action.
Know your spells, people.
Well, it doesn't have the. I have all the things, but I don't have like the
I know,
dice that
that's it.
need.
1d4 plus your spell casting ability modifier. So 1d4 plus 5.
How much is it doing?
It's a
3
3
to 8.
plus 5, 8 points of healing.
There you go.
to Willa.
Yes.
8 points.
Yeah.
Yay.
He
I'm
watches the severely charred woodpecker comes back to life.
You see the bird? The bird just barely breathing.
He watches one of the sprightling reaches down, picks up the dead bird, shakes it, it comes back to life, jams it back into the hole.
Into your trunk.
Do you want to move at all? Oh yeah, that's right. You already did. You moved into base with her, put out the fire,
So I was
and
trying
then
to
bonus
like,
action heal. So
You're like, it's okay. And it's like,
and I'm using my foot to like jam him up there. I'm all like, please stop setting on fire.
tomorrow
I don't want
you
to
are
go
up
fire.
with Willa on deck.
Poor little guardian's just sitting up there like, what am I supposed to do now?
Get to him,
Base with him.
and then I will attack him.
Okay, you're no longer raging. Unless you want a bonus action rage while charging them.
You could do that. That would be good.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'd like to rage.
So it's 17.
17 will hit. Roll for damage. +5, +2.
Nice. 13 max.
Nice.
Bludgeoning.
No, it should be more than that. Is it what you did?
Oh, it's a
D8.
D6.
Oh, it's a hand axe, that's
yeah,
right.
No, I'm using my bare hand.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I
That's
dropped the axe.
Yeah, your
Well,
mace is
but-
over there. Your axe is over
It's
there.
looking really rough. Go ahead and take your
Let's
second
just have
attack.
this comic book. Remember Robot Fighter?
Oh yeah. Rock'em sock'em.
Sock 'em, rock 'em.
That was like a dude that
Rock
could
'em,
smash the
stomp
robots.
'em, boppers.
16.
16 will hit. Roll for damage.
He wore tights and he could like smash robots.
That one is
Yeah, it was pretty good.
8.
8
I
points.
think it was like a Dark Horse comic.
That you watch as its head gets knocked off its torso and the rest of it just kind of collapses to the ground, sparking
Punch killed a
and
robot,
making
dude.
sounds.
I turned
Punch
mine into
killed a
goo.
robot, dude.
Rock'em sock'em robots.
Yeah, its
Yeah.
head went and it just falls over.
It
And a
was so
ratchet.
stupid because the thing that you play on,
Right.
it never stays still.
No.
So by like the end of the first day, you
You're
play with
lifting
that
it up
stupid
like
thing,
this
You
in the
both
air.
are like holding it up in the air like this, and eventually everything just breaks.
Can you make sure I'm turning towards like her, like.
All right. So Marl, that'll finish your turn. Willa, you are up.
before I do my actions, I have a thought in my head and it won't leave me alone. I'd like to ask you about it.
Okay.
The creature inside this thing. Did you say he was a gnome or a halfling?
Didn't say either.
Did it look like a gnome or a halfling?
It's
No,
You
got
haven't seen it
look
yet.
like
it's
either of
got
them.
2 legs and
You didn't
4
see it,
arms.
metagamer.
Okay, I'm not metagaming.
Metagaming.
Literally asked
Oh!
because I literally got a thought. You know, you're like your OCD. It wouldn't leave me alone. I'm like, what if this is Jerry? That's been manipulated. And
It's a hexapod.
I thought about that.
No.
I did. There was a
And,
brief moment like 2-3 weeks ago when I was
You
putting
see
the
Jerry.
finishing touches on this. I was
Hello,
like,
guys.
See,
Sorry, I have to
well,
kill you.
it doesn't have to be Jerry. It just has to be a gray.
but then you.
It'd be
Right.
Jerry because I'd be like, sorry, I have to kill you guys, but I've been programmed, and I know all your
But
strengths and weaknesses.
Then you can't get mad at me for calling those things Jerry Springers.
okay, I'm
It's
That was
Jerry
bad.
Springer.
Too soon. Too soon.
Yeah, it's Jerry
it
Springers.
was just a thought
That's a
that
good
came to
one.
mind.
Hey, she need D20 inspiration on that.
Okay.
Jerry Springers, come on! When is that ever going to come up again?
All right. Decent
Okay, decent.
inspiration on that one.
So,
Two now.
now I'm at
That
20.
made-
So
that-
2.
That may never come up again. That was pretty clever. Jerry
Jerry
Springers.
Springers. Jerry's Springers. Okay,
That was
Jerry's
like the name of
Springers
the girl
attack.
dancers behind his, whatever you do about it.
He just died, I think,
Two
so.
He did.
different.
I have
1d6.
What, 2 days ago?
6
Yeah.
Right.
Yesterday or the day before?
It was Saturday.
Saturday.
So 3 days.
Friday.
Was it Friday?
What's the general rule that they have to be dead for at least 3 days before we can make fun of them?
Is that what it is?
Yeah. That makes
No,
sense.
I just like making shit up. It's fun.
We know.
no.
It's like the 3-second rule.
Certain people, it's never too soon.
3 nanosecond.
It's never too
rule,
quick.
depending on the condition of starvation and what you're dropping.
And where you're
A
dropping
load.
it.
No,
So-
what you're dropping.
Like,
A little bit of the wear.
yeah, what if you're exploring a sewer and you want to eat
If I
that
drop
thing that
something
you...
in my pig pen, there's no way I'm eating it. I don't
No.
care if it freaking is lobster.
Depends on what it is.
I don't care if it's lobster. No.
Okay.
No.
If you put enough butter on it,
No.
You can put a butter, bacon, or ketchup on it,
Yeah.
you'll probably eat it.
there you
No.
go.
I just moved my. No, you'd get
Just hose it off, put some
so
butter in
much
it.
like botulism or something.
no, you-
no.
No, it
You'd
takes
like
it, you get like
worms.
trichinosis.
You'd have worms.
You get like trichinosis.
Yeah,
you get
Pigs are like
trichinosis.
bears.
Okay.
You'd get like Ebola.
I-
So what are you
Because,
doing?
because
I
I'm
poop
afraid
worms.
this thing behind me and this thing in front of me is going to explode any moment, and I don't like fire. Is there any chance that I could, I don't know, grab this thing behind me and throw it at the thing in front of me and run away?
Sure, it's a grapple.
Yeah.
Yeah, contest it. Yeah, give me athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Yes. Athletics.
Can
Oh,
I
this
throw
is
one of
gonna
my
be
inspirations
fun.
at her?
Funny as shit.
The worst part is that while she's
If you were
doing
a
this,
bard, I'd let you sing a tune, but
Do you have
I'm
guidance?
still on her
have
while
guidance?
she's doing.
Do you have guidance as a cantrip?
Wait.
Oh,
Not that I've met a
you said it's a strength check, right?
no, either athletics or acrobatics.
But it's like okay. So I guess if I were to
Yeah,
use my
guidance is a
strain,
cantrip. it
wouldn't count, huh?
Your
Like-
strain is
Cantrip
a
would be at the
bonus
top.
action,
On the very
right?
top.
Well, it just says once per long
I
rest
wish I had
for 1 minute advantage on strength checks +3.
We'll do that.
No, because it's
We'll make
athletics
her
Okay.
write down
or
guidance.
acrobatics,
I
not
I think
strength.
it's your
Oh, I just want-
Because you're doing a grapple, not a contest of strength.
Yeah.
You're doing a direct contest of trying to grapple them, and then you're going to use your reaction
How
to
many cantrips do you have
Check them.
I have
Just double checking
Okay.
prepared?
because it's an ability.
1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4.
How many do you have prepared?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
prepared?
that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's my 4.
That is 23.
Isn't guidance a cantrip?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't
She
take a
doesn't
slide.
have one that's prepared.
I don't
Oh,
have prepared. So that's
that would have been cool. 23?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 17. You guys watch as in a panic, Willow reaches out and grabs the thing by the legs and then chucks it. As you throw it, because you're panicking,
Uh-huh.
roll a d4.
Oh God.
See which
way is
direction it
1,
goes.
2,
So,
3, 4? Wait,
1, 2, 3,
I was
4.
specifically trying to throw it at the
Yeah, but
thing.
you're panicking. You're not
Yeah.
you're fearful because it's on fire and you don't want to get caught back on fire again. So roll me a d4.
That's a 1?
A 1. So it goes towards the trees.
Oh no, my
Chuck
baby.
it. Jade and Morrow, give me dex saves, please.
Also, I'm running away from the fire.
Next day?
Yep.
Or the flying hexa.
The flying drone pod that just got thrown in your
like a
direction.
ninja star. Just
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw it at you.
You're good?
Let's
Dex
say
save for Ivory.
10.
10.
Is he? If he's raging, does that?
He's not reaching anymore.
It is
Oh, wait, no,
something
he
you can
did
see
start
coming
raging
at you,
again.
right?
Yeah, I rolled.
Okay.
I've
never mind.
only gotten 11.
No, he raged again.
Yeah, it saved me from the
I got
one.
so many Jerry jokes right now.
It's
I
like,
can't,
it's like
I
about
can't
the
even
third
say
one
them
I
because
know.
we'd lose half our audience.
just
But seriously, bro,
How do
like,
you lose half of one?
yeah,
Yeah.
whoever you are,
Dex
thanks for
saves,
watching.
and I can see them.
One
That's what I was
person.
trying to
That's
say,
why I always
like-
ask him if I can
I've
see it
gotten
coming.
11.
11. So, as this thing cartwheels through the air,
Like a
it
ninja star.
slams into the ground. And as it slams into the ground, you, Ivory, and Jade see it there. Jade, cat-like reflexes, gets out of the way. Ivory not able to move, and you're unable to move fast enough. It blows up. Just, and it sends a shower of shrapnel outwards. Because you're raging, only take half of 12 points of piercing damage. Ivory will take 12 points of piercing damage. But then you watch the shrapnel pepper the abdomen of this.
Chain
Like
reaction.
the metal goes into it. Zephora, give me a dex save as you feel this thing explode underneath you.
No.
Maybe.
I use my concentration to hold the explosion in. Let me
No,
just.
that's what you do after a bad burrito.
What if she like was still like on a loose panel and she just gets shot up?
Okay.
Oh.
All right,
Is
can
that a
I?
secret check?
Sphincter check.
She's a, what if
So,
she's like on a
By
loose channel
telling
and she
me
gets
to go
shot?
toward the ship, you truly saved
You want
my
to Legolas
life.
it?
Yeah.
Can I do a reaction?
Sure.
Shield.
Okay. You
Okay.
cast shield on you.
Your
So
pinball
now-
machine just.
Oh, not too bad. 17, 89, 20, 26.
26. You leap, cast shield. So instead of taking 32 points, you take half, which is 16. But because you cast shield, we'll drop that down to 8. You take 8 points of fire damage as you do one of those heroic leaps, off of the contraption, like a really bad Miami Vice movie.
And the explosions behind me.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
How's that song go? Heroes don't look at explosions.
Landing on
That's
your
right.
feet on the ground. Like,
Or bad
and I stand there and I just
Never look
walk.
back.
and all you see like all
The
these
stuff
secondary
falls down.
implosions and explosions as these two contraptions burst into flame. And we are out of initiative.
Roll the bodies.
Then
And search for treasure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we still gotta find the treasure.
Oh, it all.
That
spilled
cat's the greediest cat I've ever met in my life.
Did I have to save against the spider thing?
Hey guys, not dead.
Yeah.
Not dead.
You said that was the
Yeah,
second
you'd be
death.
in range. So I actually need you, Ivory, and Jade to make another deck save as the secondary explosions go off.
I got a 21.
Okay, you're good.
I got a 6.
Can I try to use my little guardian to try to protect him in some form?
I know. It would be,
19.
so you and Ivory take 6 points. You take 12 points of fire damage.
What if I use a heroic action?
I have to say, it's almost probably a good thing that I didn't have much health in the beginning of this because I was standing back.
You're out of
There's a lot of-
the line of fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of fire in this, and it probably would have dropped me pretty fast. Anyways,
Am I still on you as you ran away?
sure.
Because I was
Yeah.
taking the flames off of you. And I'm just like, well.
So everything kind of calms down for a moment. You guys look around. There's not much left of the two contraptions. You just see peeled metal flaming, and then you watch as this squat little charred creature stumbles out.
It's alive.
It's one eye hanging from a string, and it just keels over, dead.
I want to examine it.
Knowledge nature.
Wait.
Oh,
Mhm.
what the fuck is
Yeah, I
it?
kind of want to.
You guys kind of all slowly creep towards it to see what it is.
Hi,
Feed
guys.
the good berry. Bring
It's
it back.
me.
So we can attack.
My eye's out of its socket. I'm gonna die soon.
Feed it
It's
a
like
good
two
berry.
berries stitched together.
Just say hi to you guys before I die. I'm going back to
It's a
the.
gray
I'm
with,
going back to my alien essence.
gray with our Jerry's arms on it.
You hear like a slow beeping sound getting faster.
Like I recognize.
Don't run yet. Just stay right where you are.
And I go like this. Hey,
I never saw you so brave, Jerry.
Just watch his mouth kind of go.
Face hugger.
I mean, it's not like anything you guys ever seen before. Like you're
Yeah.
looking down at it. It's only about 2 feet tall. It's got 2 small upper limbs, 2 lower legs, but it's heavily damaged. I mean, torn open flesh. I mean, it looks to be like some kind of tiny humanoid creature of some sort. It's not like anything you guys have ever seen.
bag of holding. We can
I'm
use it
gonna
for spell
go-
components.
Kind of running toward the group and tell them what I had thought I had seen in the internal organs about it matching our ship.
Okay. So everything she saw that reminded her of not only what the wasp is made of, but she remembers seeing familiar looking componentry from the Shadow Moon and in the laboratories of the Shadow Moon.
Who was it? The one that was paired with the helmet?
This one.
Were you paired with the helmet?
I'm the one that was driving.
No,
thing,
that
but
would
It
make
was
his brain
the
explode out of his
necklace that
ears.
was paired with the helmet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he was able to retrieve it,
I was just carrying
but
it.
the pilot that's currently been
Oh, sorry.
using it has either been Jade or
Or
Scarlet
myself.
at this
Yeah,
point.
I was just carrying it because it looked like it.
It's like so you said his eyeball hanging out. It's like fully dead, right?
Yeah, it looks dead. Yeah, does it seem to be breathing?
As
Or
far as we can tell.
Hammer and my,
okay,
Do you have
go pick
gentle
up your
repose?
kit and your
Yeah.
gear.
Gender repose.
plus my stuff.
Gentle repose.
Are you
as
suggesting
well.
I can't eat it?
I haven't really gone through any.
I'm
Can't
suggesting
touch
that your friends want to know
too
what
many
it is
spells lately,
maybe
'cause-
before you eat it.
Most of my spells. The last one for the I was using like Speak of the Dead, Remove Curse, Silvery Barbs, and then we were doing the curse or the not the curse, the Curse of Creepy Crawlies. That was one.
Yeah,
of the
I was
spells
just
that
asking if you had gentle repose as a spell.
She's been pretty fixated on a lot of like undead stuff and
Yes.
raising dead and speak with dead.
Yes.
Well, gentle repose is kind of an undead thing
It's a
It preserves a dead creature.
for
Never
resurrection.
Heard of that one, so I don't have it.
It's just typically in a cleric spell, so that's why I was asking.
Yeah, it's a,
I still only got 1 and 2 spells in here. That's why I haven't really gone
yeah,
through.
but yeah. Most clerics cast healing spells too.
So looking around,
She healed me with
I
healing
know.
word.
there's the foundation of the house fully exposed at this point. The vault that the creature was protecting is spilled out into the basement. Both contraptions lie on the ground in ruin and smoke. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna take some cloth and I'm gonna wrap the dead body and stick it in my pocket.
It's 2 feet tall.
2 feet.
Oh, is it 2?
I didn't say 2 inches.
How big around is it?
I mean, it's a good 25 pounds.
Is it
So I
really
think we need
long
to-
and skinny. I mean,
It's
would it
squat
fit
and
in a bag of
girthy.
Okay, no, it won't fit.
Does it? All right, I'm gonna look at it through my lens thing to see if it has any magical items on it.
I find
No.
the bag of holding she's supposed to find, so I can have one. And
We all have bag of holding.
We all
I
have
want
bag
it to
of
be
holding.
big,
I don't
big
have
enough
bag
to
of
put it in.
I'll let never.
Will you
and-
Everyone has a bag of holding here but me.
I don't
Just
have
Scarlet.
I don't.
think it's
Yeah,
Scarlet.
you're
You're all
the
kiss
one.
my ass.
But
I
you
never
never
have
have with a
anything.
pimp.
When we were at the underground
True,
market,
But I have a
bought-
bib. That's true.
No,
Yeah.
I
I didn't think you got 2.
I was the only one that got bag of holding when we were in the underground market area.
No, I've
I'm a little hot for that town right
Oh,
now. I
okay.
You
can't.
got 1 and Scarlet got
I gotta
one.
go.
Okay.
Okay, well, we need to go collect the treasure.
Yeah.
Who's got the
Yeah.
highest passive perception out of the group?
Mine is 16.
No,
Mine's 16.
Yeah, mine's 13.
Perception.
Perception? I have a 12.
12.
16.
What'd you have, Willa?
Probably the
13.
cleric.
Did I was supposed to roll for that, right?
No.
No,
passive.
Passive.
Passive is 10 plus your wisdom modifier, so it's 14.
So you guys are 16 over here?
Mhm.
Well, you're trying to figure out what to do with the remains, like you wrap it up and you're trying to figure out what to do with it. And
Slow.
while the others are just kind of kicking around debris, Morrow's over like picking up his equipment that he dropped. You two, look up in the sky, and you can see a third moon.
Perception for
Yeah.
so 18. So 18.
You see Kathy and
18
Rudy
is
is
the-
in
Whenever you roll this,
recess because it's
That's
daytime
no
out.
moon.
And in between it, a
That's
small third moon.
A space
Why is
station.
the shadow moon visible?
I think we done fucked up.
Would we break?
Are we on the wrong moon?
Did we kill a giant spider?
We're
I'm not
we're
concerned
supposed to
about
be
that.
here for
Can I eat the,
something.
see if I
Let's
can
go
eat the
get
metal?
that something.
The metal? Sure, try to absorb it.
Yeah.
Wait,
What is the?
let's examine the pod.
Can't let me
Not much left of it.
You're not letting me eat anything. I want to eat it.
You can eat it later. We don't have time right now.
Down in the basement where we're supposed to find.
Yeah, I
where-
mean, you go over the edge of the basement. There's a sizable coin spill that came out of the vault. You can see like pieces of artwork, statuary, and basically like maybe the personal fortune of a small family just spilled out into the basement.
How do we carry all of this?
We have
Well,
bag
the
of
bag of
holdings.
holding will carry up to
Uh,
a certain amount, right?
Backpacks will carry 1,500 pounds. Regular bags of holding will carry 1,000 pounds. Haversacks of holdings will carry 2,500 pounds.
So we'll just use
Well,
everybody's.
Turn
Can you
into
say that
something-
again?
You
I've-
said
I've always-
my bags of holding, and I have 2.
They're regular, right?
You said they carry 1,500 pounds each. So
Are they? But did you get backpacks or
It's a
oh
belt.
the belt ones? Those are 500 each.
You told me before it was 1,500.
Well, that's because there's 3
Okay, I
pouches.
probably thought you were buying backpacks.
Well,
That's
she-
my
She
problem.
had 3 pouches.
It was
That's why. Each one
no,
was
it's 2
500
pouches.
pieces.
Hey, no.
You
All right,
do that. All right. We'll say 1,000 each. 1,500 is just.
Say I'm sorry.
Okay, it's the second time you changed it then.
Say
What
I'm
was the?
sorry.
What did I change it last time?
There you
You
go.
changed it to 1,500.
No,
What was it
You're mad at
before
me now.
1,500?
trips
Fine.
back and forth
Okay,
to the
that
lost.
was the correct amount then. I shouldn't have changed it before.
I told him no. He got mad at me.
Okay.
Oh, of course he did.
We'll just have to scoop what we can and make a couple of
Yeah,
multiple
a
trips
couple
back to the
trips
lost.
back and forth to the
I
lost.
scared him. Sorry.
Okay, it'll take a while for you to do that. So during this
You gotta say
time,
you're sorry and be
because it's you guys arrived like what, mid-afternoon, like around mid-afternoonish, I think, is when you first started investigating the house and everything.
Okay.
And you know what it's going to take to make them happy.
Just tell us what you want to do until then.
I want to go investigate the treasure.
Okay, so everyone give me investigation rolls for
Yeah.
starters as a base number.
I'm ready.
Huh?
I want to try
Oh,
to absorb that metal while they're
Okay,
playing with that.
yeah, well, they're playing with the treasure pile. You find a piece of the shrapnel of one of the pods and you start absorbing it.
22.
13.
Ivor,
13.
can you roll for me?
Oh, yeah.
+3.
17.
I think when you told me the first time, I thought you had bought backpacks of holding. That's why I thought it should have been higher.
I think what
So
you did
because
was
there were regular bags of holding that you kept on your belt, they should have been 500 pounds. They should have stayed that way.
Okay.
But I thought I misunderstood what you were doing.
No, it's a belt.
Okay.
You,
So-
you didn't let me
I
find.
thought
a
you said
backpack.
I thought you had 3
I didn't
pouches
let
and each
you
of them held
find-
500
You
pounds.
didn't let me find a bag of a backpack holding.
Wait, backpack of holding is the
Evidently, I
1500?
have psychic control over the.
I have that
numbers.
giant duffel bag of holding.
Because mine says
The
the
different-
bag of holding carries
I
1,000
bet.
pounds. It carries I just had it right here.
I had that in Tuesday.
Bag of holding
Bag of
is
holding,
1,000
1,000
pounds.
pounds.
A backpack is 1,500 pounds. Haversack is 2,500 pounds.
Yeah, because I have one
And I
bag
have
of
the
holding.
Samsonite
holds
luggage
1,000
collection of
pounds.
holding.
Correct.
Yes.
Which would be the equivalent of 1,000. What do we say? It's like double the number. It would be equivalent of like 2,000 coins.
2000.
So I mean, let's just bag
I
all
have a
the stuff up.
22, 13, 17. You're absorbing metal.
11.
11. Somebody roll for.
I rolled 20.
I think I got yours, right?
It was
22?
19 plus 3.
22. Yeah, I got yours.
I got 17.
17.
Mhm.
Okay. So over the next hour, while you're absorbing the piece of metal, you guys find the collective value of 8,000 gold coins.
Hold on, I gotta write this down.
8,000 gold coins.
There's 4 other people writing it down. This is group, not each. This would be a group as a group.
Gold coin. Gold coin.
Ivor doesn't even bother. He's like, I'll get from him later.
Wow, I'm stealing this shit blind right now. 8,000, you know.
2,200 platinum, 600 silver, and 1,000 copper.
We stole the copper away. No.
How much?
It's like pennies.
I know, right?
How much was the copper?
1,000.
1,000 copper.
Like I figured out it cost 23 cents for a washer.
You
but a
find
penny for a penny.
32 pieces of jewelry, variety of like from rings to bracelets to necklaces. They do not appear to be magical in any way. You find 3 small crystal figurines that look to be made of precious stones.
So 3 of those.
Mhm.
Yep. Figurine.
And you find 2 pieces of artwork, paintings.
Pollux,
Are the figurines magical?
No, they are not.
1.3 million per pig.
And the art is
How
actually
many
a
pieces of
treasure
artwork?
map to some more treasure.
How many pieces of artwork?
2.
2 pieces of precious artwork or paintings.
I still want to kind of look at the hoard with the eye
Mhm.
to see if there's anything hidden in it.
No, I mean, like as you're standing in front where the vault doors spilled out from when it ripped itself out of the foundation, the vault itself isn't really all that big.
Don't make
It's
sure they
maybe
don't
20
fear.
feet deep by about 10 feet wide.
Where's my shirts?
So when it pulled up, the doors came peeling out and everything inside just kind of
Okay.
slid out from the foundation being lifted slightly. Looking
No,
around,
I'm
give me
looking on
investigation
purpose.
as you just kind of look around the chamber and the items and see if you're missing anything.
Little shrapnel pieces that kind of went away. Can I grab a few?
Sure.
pieces of it?
You collect about a pound of metal.
8.
You finish absorbing it at this point when they're done. No other signs of anything. Nothing of magic that you can tell. With that, by late afternoon, you guys gather all the kit and everything that
No secret doors.
not that you can see. Sun's
Yeah.
beginning to arc down slightly as it's beginning to get a little bit darker.
No
The
panic
fire
room.
out on the lake is still burning, but not with as much intensity as it's burning off the methane.
Watching my little
All right,
dragon
well,
try to
let's
gnaw on a
load up.
piece of the-
Let's load up the ship and go back and split
I
it up
think
with.
we should probably rest.
We need to rest.
Just in
Well,
case.
let's rest in the ship on the way back.
What if we end up going into another fight because of the time skip?
But so far, the only thing you guys have noticed is that there's now a third visible moon that wasn't there before.
Moon's over my hand.
Did we
Yummy. Those
was
are
it
good.
there before the fight?
Don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do anything about a moon. We should go.
We can always fly to the moon.
No, the moon base was on the dark side of the moon now.
Okay, but the moon's changed. I mean, it's
Among the
rotated,
stars.
so who knows if it's on the dark side of the moon now. But beside that point,
Pink
it's
Floyd.
visible now.
So maybe we should go investigate it.
I don't
Oh, now you want to go?
So far as
It would
like
be a
picking
little
up
bit-
copper
It
and
would be a
throwing it
little more
aside.
suspicious for us to go
Complaining the
straight
whole
back
time.
home because
Oh,
we were
is it a
supposed to
bag
be
of
gone.
holding?
We were
No.
supposed to be gone for at least 4 weeks.
Is there any chance I could have used that hour
when
of
we were
absorbing
gone to
to
the
also
moon,
rest?
or came back from
Get
the
some
moon
hit
before,
points?
Short rest,
we
sure.
left for
Because I got 4 more left.
how long were we gone?
We were gone
A
a
month?
day. Oh yeah, a month. Okay.
A month before? How long were we gone?
About a month
A month?
before.
So when we came back from the moon, we were gone for a month. We don't want to go back, be gone for a month again.
Why not?
Well, people are thinking we're going to be gone for a month.
I know you guys don't think of this sometimes, but
I know.
But it's
we're
not fun.
probably wanted by several organizations.
Something.
Would you agree, Scarlett?
I do.
And-
I'm in no hurry to go back. At
Yeah,
any-
and would you
any
agree that it'd
particular
probably be the
moment.
best thing? We already told those pissant servants of ours that if we don't make it back, they continue running the place. So I think we should go back
While they're
real
doing
quick,
this, I'm warning the
get
poor
the money
robotic
to the
spider.
get the
No.
money to the halflings.
Half the money.
Yeah,
Half of-
Was it half the money?
take the other half
How
and
much was it?
What were they looking for
get off-
anyways?
The treasure.
get off.
Oh yeah, it was half the money.
They just have the.
Get
They
off planet for a
described that they
while.
didn't have the ability to get through the contraption, the security system. Is what they felt they
Sorry, you
was
guys
the highest risk.
don't have the house.
Well, we're gonna have to back
Still
pay our
there, I mean,
servants
they
if
can
they're still
rebuild.
going. We pay 45 gold a month.
It's got a nice solid foundation.
Foundation.
You know how
Foundation's a
much-
foundation.
how many months has passed?
Can we just put the wasp on hover and
You have to hold
body's
the
like a
hand of
cloth,
talking.
right?
can we
Mhm.
just
Can I
She's got it on the ground, wrapped up in a cloth.
actually call and examine it?
Okay,
have
give
to-
me a medicine check.
You have to pick up the hand of talking.
can we just put
Technically, you have a skull that can talk.
that? No, that's
I know.
Willa.
I'm gonna
That's
talk.
Willa.
I want to talk to my.
Hey, yeah, what do you want? Can't believe
Sir.
you're still alive. You're a complete fucking idiot. You know that, don't you?
Yes.
You're probably going to get me killed alongside you, too. You know, here's a piece of advice. When you think a plant is friendly and then it tries to eat your brain, I'm not even sure if you got one, go the other way, Yar. You get how that works.
I got cell walls.
What? You're in prison?
Cell walls. You know, it's like the
Yeah,
structure.
yeah. Cell walls in a prison, right? That's what you mean?
No.
Oh, I don't know what you mean then.
Suggestion,
I,
Willa. I think you should throw that skull in the water to see
you,
if
you,
it floats.
you already used your suggestion for the day.
That would be pretty fucking funny. Watch, she reaches down, hurls it out in the lake. Well, no!
Son of a bitch!
I blame you, Zafara.
I do want to ask it a question though.
What do you want?
If we get inside that ship, will things be as strange as they seem when we rode in it before?
Let me put all the clues together for you here. Our tree person, an orc, talking cat, a murderous Minotaur, and an
Wow.
assassin, and a dweller.
That's me.
in an
Murderous
airship,
horse.
something that's strange.
I would say murderous sex.
Considering the way you're asking that question of me,
I'm not really a sex worker either.
no, I guess it's going to be normal that you do that. What do you mean by strange? I mean, I'm an animated
I'm a
skull.
sexual
I'm not
manipulator.
omnipotent.
Yes, you
It's
are.
not like I'm a god or something.
Well, you're in charge of fate, right?
Well, I don't know if I'm being. What did she tell you when she sold me to you?
You were there. You heard it.
Well, no, I was in her possession.
Skull of fate.
So she told you I was a skull of fate?
Yeah.
You just start
what she
talking
said.
about
Oh!
toys again.
Well, and it's like she's still kind of slowly absorbing the metal, and she's got the skull in her hand. And she's she finishes absorbing the metal, reverts back to her normal, smaller form, holding the skull and talking with it.
Its jaw is just moving.
Yeah,
but you
it's
hear
just
it.
flapping. And look, I apologize. I'm what you call a charmed object. She sold you a bill of goods. Do you know what that means?
That you're good luck.
You know what?
She
Yeah,
doesn't
that
know what.
means.
Do I hear him? Or no?
Unfortunately, the only person that can hear it is the one that it
Oh, great.
bonds
Oh,
with.
good. I don't
So
know.
as far as
I'm
you
not
guys
annoyed
are
then.
concerned,
Hey, you said-
It's a
you said,
one-sided conversation.
Anybody can ask it 3 questions per day.
per day. But
Anybody
you're
that
the
holds
owner.
it.
So the regular conversations you have with it, only you can have.
Okay.
But if someone else were to try to ask it any questions, it could only answer 3 questions per day.
Okay.
At least that's what she told you.
22 on the medical check.
22 in the medical check.
You have internal bleeding.
This
No.
creature at one point,
Has an aneurysm too with the missing eyeball.
this creature at one point seems to show signs that it was once a kobold. And it's been mutated.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
You and mutating everything, man.
It's
Every
not
game
Jerry,
you're such a
guys. That's
mutant.
good.
Such a mutant maker,
So I'll
man.
tell
Well,
that
because I
to,
can make anything I want.
I know, but you don't have to.
I'll tell that to
What did
everybody.
you say he
Basically,
was?
like
Yeah.
it's
Like you're
No,
like
the
opening
skull.
up the flaps of
Oh,
the skin and seeing all the
a
Yeah,
bill
damage.
of
charmed
goods.
object.
It's got
Charmed
the
object?
skeletal
He's a bill of
structure
goods.
of a
I don't know if
kobold
that
because they
means-
have a draconic feature about their
That's
skeletal
thieves'
structure.
cant where you've been had. It's
Yeah.
a fake.
It's almost like
That's a
something
fugazi.
took an organic
Fugazi,
item
fugazi,
and
Whoopsie
fused
whoopsie.
it onto the skeletal framework of a kobold
so,
and mutated this creature out of something. I mean, this feels like pretty advanced shit, but you're not really sure medically how it was accomplished, how they did it, but it's creepy.
Let's get on the ship and get out of here.
so I have another question.
Why we're having questions, we
With-
could be on the ship.
Speak of the
Traveling.
dead. Speak to the dead.
Mhm.
Would it only then speak its language when trying to speak to the dead, or can I understand
No,
it now
it
that
speaks the language of the caster.
it speaks the language of the caster? That's what I was curious about.
Just don't ask it that third question.
5th question.
The 5th question. Why are you
3
gonna
questions.
leave it?
5 questions.
Good question. Teresa.
Thank you.
You can't speak with that on this thing.
It's gonna be really weird to try to do this, but I guess I might as well take out some incense and I'm gonna call who has the I'm just gonna call it like who has the gems? I need a gem and an incense.
Got a
I think
whole
that's what
bunch
you
of gems.
Did we just go for the incense last time or was it a gem and an incense?
I think it was just the incense
Incense?
last time. Yeah. I mean, technically, it's the cost of doing it. So anything you have on your person that can meet the cost of doing the spell is fine too.
We grab some
10
random
pounds
pieces of
incense.
the metal around. We got the crystals.
Put it in a pentagram.
I mean, they do have a crystal figurine you could use.
That metal's got to be worth something.
All right. So I'm just not
Depending
like,
on what it's made of.
yeah. I mean, it's something my dragon's gnawing on right now, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Dude, we got 3 minutes, man. Let's get going. We got to get back to base here.
So
I'm just looking at the sun going, yeah.
TikTok.
TikTok, man. TikTok.
I'm gonna actually try for it. Try to see if I
We're
can
going to have
actually.
a random encounter because we're fucking around.
It's kind of like practicing speak with the dead again.
So when we come back in 2 weeks, we'll see what it has to say.
You should have reminded him, man. He didn't know what time it was.
Oh yeah, I did. I got
No,
3 clocks.
yeah,
I
he
didn't know
knows.
what time it was.
He knows because I've seen him.
So-
I've seen him end it exactly right on time. And
Ed,
Who
see
wants-
y'all in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wait,
No, yeah.
wait. Who
No,
wants
3
cake? Who wants cake?
3 weeks. Yeah, 2
Cake.
weeks. Man.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody,
Hey,
thanks for
Let them
coming
eat
out.
cake.
We are going to be celebrating Shiloh's party tonight. It's his birthday.
I'm gonna get ripped.
Birthday tonight. Tomorrow is anniversary and all the fun stuff. But hey, Shattered Kingdoms will be on tomorrow night. We'll see you guys all later. Be safe, be kind, and don't forget to play games.
Bye.
Bye. Smashy's all. Everybody's so excited.
Yeah.